Let's see who's over here today. We have Alabama. Hi, Alabama. Hi, Tool Collector 72, Sizzle Neck. How's everybody doing tonight? Tool Collector says went to Harbor, went to Freight today. Bought an open box Icon half-inch swivel socket set, impact socket set was 140. Got for 112 plus 35 off, $77. Missing the 21 millimeter. Got on a website and ordered the 21 for 11 bucks. Dude, that's a friggin' score. Score. Absolute score. How you all doing? I'm on a roll. Yeah. Oh boy, what a week this has been. We finally got good weather today. It was like 53 degrees. It kind of felt like spring summer for us up here in the Northeast. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What a wonderful, beautiful day. So, guys, I went to the Lowe's. I just picked up a couple of quick things about an hour and a half ago. So I'll show you what I picked up. Let's check this out. I picked up this little bit set because I wanted the case, and I like the bits in this case. So I know that they have a couple of variations of this kind of case for the Klein, and got a good deal on it. It's pretty cheap. Oops. And the reason why there's one of them has a T25 and a Phillips Type 2 bit, and I'm like, I don't want that because I already have plenty of T25s and 2 bits. Now, if I needed a collection of the Klein ones, because I'm like blowing through them like you wouldn't believe, yeah, I'd get that set, but I don't want that. This one's got more emptiness in it, so I can actually add to this set and just have this little, look how thin the profile is. This is really thin. It's got a little hanging thing, but when you open it, this thing will pop off. So it shuts in. It's got a little groove in there, so it holds on. But when you open it up, and this is, by the way, this is mod box compatible with that adapter for the mod box. I like that. Yes, those are the same ones. These are the same ones. They're the ProFlex. It says right there, ProFlex. Why is it showing backwards? This is the thing about the camera. Let me switch the camera over. There. If I have the front-facing camera, it shows everything in reverse. And if I put the back camera on, everything's like forward. But yeah, the 20-in-1 bits. It's the same thing. And this one has different bits. This is why I like this set, because it has a number 1, a number 2 Phillips, a 3/16 and a 1/4 inch slotted, a number 1 and a number 2 square drive Robertson's, 3/16 and a 1/4 inch in hex, and a T15, T20, T25. I mean, those are your most common bits anyway. Yes, the inserts. Yep, I don't know if I might keep them there. I don't know yet. But I like the fact that, you know, that this has a bit holder. I don't know. I might get another one of these because like I said, I like the bit configuration on this. Yeah, you can film that case. Yeah, absolutely. Matt. Yep. As promised. So I really like this loadout right here. And guys, here is something else I picked up today at the Lowe's. So it was just, this is the main thing that I wanted, but, well, the other thing too. So don't laugh at me, guys, but yep, the Hyperstack cart. Yep, I love that. My daughter got me that for Christmas. She rocked it on. But check this guy, brand new to the channel and brand new to Lowe's. I don't know, a lot of you guys probably already know. Probably seen the social media ads. Lowe's and Teal buckets. Yeah, the Teal buckets are in the house. A lot of you guys don't know, but teal was the main color of when I married my wife. She wanted the teal, so we did the teal, and I got the teal buckets. But she was like, "Why do you need more buckets?" Because we like the teal. I said, "This is like our wedding colors." Well, it is what it is. I picked up 5 of those, 5 of the buckets. I got 3 of those carts and I use them. Yeah, those carts are really awesome. Did, did you have a buckets? Oh, that cheesy dip video ad. They're the good color. They're a good color. Yeah, I got the pink ones, I got the blue ones, and now I got the teal ones. And I got a feeling they're gonna be coming out with all different colors. I wonder if they're gonna be coming out with like a yellow, a red, whatever. You know, it'd be kind of cool if they came out like, I know what was that brand? There's a tool store. I don't know if it was, oh, it was Lowe's. Right, check this out. This is what they should have done. So I got this, I just remembered, okay, this is what it is. So a few years ago, I got this Lowe's Pro cup, right? Yeah, those are the small buckets, the tiny ones. Check this out. This is what they should have done in conjunction with Lowe's. Klein Tools, baby. Klein Tools. This is the deal right here. They should have done like a combination Lowe's, Klein Tools, and or whatever. Yep, these are the really tiny buckets. I'm excited for these. I actually have a project. I'm gonna do a project with these. By the way, guys, there's only 801 per store. So, yep, Lowe's. So after all these are gone, they're gone. Until they release them again. Yep. No issue putting stuff on. Klein has no issue putting their logo on promo stuff. True. Yep. I really like the fact that Lowe's, Klein is at Lowe's, because I haven't seen this much Klein domination in a long time. Like, Klein's always been a good company. Klein's a great tool company. We love Klein in this shop. Klein's a hardcore store when it comes to this store, this shop. And I think since they made that brand partnership with Lowe's, they have gone 100 miles per hour as far as like moving forward with you know, making tools, coming out with tools, getting products out there. Matt says, I couldn't find the mini buckets at my store. Clint had to send them from Ohio to the West Coast. That's weird. You look up on the app, because like the store that I normally go to didn't have any, but they're gonna be on. They're on order, so they probably didn't hit that store yet. But the one that's actually closer to me had 801 of these, so I ended up just getting those. Yeah, I know. Everybody does that, though, Matt. Everybody makes some stinkers, and that are rebrands. Yeah, I mean, I see that all the time. It's just the way the tool companies do things. But it is what it is. But I am very happy. You guys, did any of you guys see my Snap-on Mac tool loadout video? I'm excited for these, the Snap-ons. But I gotta put oil on this and loosen it up, because it is kind of stiff, like, but I'll get it loosened up real soon. Like I say, these things got really good. Matt says it's a Lowe's thing too. The only company they couldn't get to rebrand garbage was Ideal or Knipex. There is, with Knipex, yeah, you can't rebrand. But Matt, I got to tell you something. You're going to be surprised when I tell you this. In the electrical aisle, the two brands that dominate the electrical tool aisle are Klein and Cobalt. And here's the little thing. Cobalt, a lot of those electrical tools are made by Ideal. The meters, some of the hand tools, not all the hand tools, some of the hand tools are. And I was shocked when I actually found this out like maybe a couple of months ago. I was looking at Cobalt tools, because you guys know I have my cheap loadout bag that I bring to my jobs, a lot of jobs where, especially like the bad areas. Yeah, sizzle neck. I can't wait. I'm just right now. The only thing that's holding me back is I can't get the friggin' Macs. The Mac ones are on order. I've had those on order since last month. It's Flyer 2, or Flyer 3. Uh, no, Flyer 3, and I can't get it. So it's kind of crazy, but I'm waiting on the Macs to do the video. Can't do it yet. Um, so the Cobalt meters and so Gardner Bender / Ideal is the same company, and they actually make the Ideal stuff. Yeah, well, so Ideal the last 4 to 6ish years has gone down in quality. The Ideal I knew, USA made stuff or Pratt and Reed don't exist. Yeah, I mean they still make USA stuff. It just isn't like it wasn't the Ideal of old. So that's not the Ideal what we want. But yes, to purple. Yep, I got the purple, but man, I'm friggin' it's killing me. I got the purple, the Mac purple to kind of match the purple in the back. And I kind of want to get, honest to God, guys. I was looking at Snap-on things today, the tool cots, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to Snap-on. It wasn't the Ideal joke. Good one, Matt. I like to joke a lot. I'm in the at work. I'm called the king of dad jokes because I do a lot of that crap at work. And even at home. But everybody at work thinks it's a laugh. My wife just thinks I'm a moron. But yeah, I've been doing. I looked up. I was on the Snap-on site today because I'm really kind of trying to get a Snap-on cart like that one, and the one I kind of want is that new one that's just out for this year. It's that they have the. I'm a field of jokes too. No worries. Yeah. So I have I don't know if you guys saw that Snap-on has these 250th anniversary Independence Day tool cots and cabinets with the chests and all that stuff. Yeah, it ain't funny no more. Yeah. But they have the cabinets, the side lockers, everything, and it's all USA. It's all flagged and embossed in the American flag. And then on the hutch, that with the flip top, it is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm in love with it. It's 32,500 about, according to my Snap-on guy. Yep, Snap-on in Waterloo, yes. It's all made in the USA. And then my Snap-on guy says he can give it to me for 19,000, the top and the bottom, but not the side lockers. The side lockers will be extra. I bought today. What did you get today? Sizzle neck. And so that's still kind of out of my price range. Well, I can't say it's out of my price range, but it kind of is. And my wife would destroy me. Plus, I don't have room here. I would literally have to, I might have to trade in my 72-inch US General to make room for that American one. But, and they said too, is if you buy that, they'll put your name on a plate, and the plate will be affixed to the cabinet. Made in Taiwan Snap-on, yeah. So they also have a 34-inch cart with a little hutch that goes on top of it. And, yep, the purple full banks are the best use of space for sure from Harbor Freight, absolutely. And when I looked at the USA version of that little cart with the top with the little hutch, it was amazing too. You guys got to look it up. Google 250th anniversary Snap-on Independence Day cart. That thing is beautiful too. The big cart is awesome. Is the best out of the two, but the other one's awesome too. And it's got all like the features. It's got on the side, it's got a power strip, and on the top, there's a power strip there. Hi James, how you doing? But I can actually afford the smaller one, but I got kind of outvoted. But I can, I'm being rational about this, and I can definitely see my wife's point of view. as far as like, because of the price. So I was actually thinking about getting one of those, a second one, because this thing's like, all right, let's take a look at it. This is the same size as the Snap-ons, right? And when I got this because I'm running out of space. So this was a necessity. James, I hope you get to relax as much as you can now that you're out of work. But so I decided to move. Remember, I had all the meme stuff on here. Now it's all here. But look at, I'm already starting to fill this thing up. This is my EDC drawer. Hold on one second. That's the EDC drawer. It's already getting full, guys. The EDC drawer, those are all like little EDC pouches that I use. This is going to be a full-blown Klein. This is going to be a Klein drawer. Because like I said, we love Klein. This is going to be, I'm just going to have to put all this and kind of stack the screwdrivers on top of each other. But I love this purple, man. I want another one. I definitely want another one. And think about it this way. Right now, it's on sale with the parking lot sale. Think about this. The Snap-on, the regular one just like this with the top is $2,800 and change. Say $2,900. How many of these can I buy for $2,900 with today's parking lot sale? I think I could buy like 6 to 8 of them. Between 6 and 8 of them. Yeah, the full bank is only 30-ish. Yeah, this is a 34, I believe. So the drawer pulls out up to here. So you have like maybe an inch and a half. And this, I've seen someone take a 46-inch Husky and put all of it in a full bank with room to spare. Yeah. I saw the Harbor Freight 42-inch, the purple one. I looked at that too today and online, and the thing was it has less, so the 42 inches wider, you know that, but it has less volume than this. You can actually put so much more volume in this one. So I'm really going to say, I'm going to say this is worth it. Yeah, I got, the first two drawers are pretty, well, the first drawer is stacked. This one I can put a whole bunch in because I'm gonna like do this. I'm not like James. You're neat with your stuff. I try to be I try to organize, but at the same time, with all the lack of space and stuff like that, I'm just gonna throw everything in, like kind of like pile it up like a little mountain until it can just barely clear the top. So I can like make myself. It makes me feel better that I can fit it. To me, it's fit. Over here, I just have some. This is my tool truck's tools, but I don't know what I'm going to do with this stuff. This may just stay here. This is still empty-ish. I only have the Quinn, their shallow, extra nano style sockets, and then the spark plug thing sockets. This one has this stuff in it. Those wrenches. They're my flare nut wrenches, the Quinn. So I like that. And then this one is going to be full soon. Like super full. I can fit that. This one's like crazy. This is a heavy drawer right here. This one's massive. I got to get the wrenches out of this. I'm probably going to put them either on a tool roll or do something with them because I prefer tool rolls. I know a lot of you guys have wrenches in those little, like either on the plastic hanger things or those little magnetic feet things. I'm not a big fan of those because it takes up space. Dollar store silverware drawer holders work wonders. Yeah, I have Last Best Tool said he usually puts it on the very top of the pile. Yep. I bought the Icon semi-deep metric tarp, long neck funnel, white cloth rags, cotton swab assortment. That's it. Yeah. So I have these types of containers, and I use them for some things, but not everything. I have these small ones. I bought these on Amazon. I got a heck of a deal too. It was like, I think I paid like under $20, and I got a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, I bought this too at the parking lot sale, and I forgot about that. But I did get the Icon semi deeps. So this is part of the loadout. Right now, I put everything. Everything's empty now. So I put everything here. I had to move some of the V series sockets. So I had to put the V series sockets, the 1/4 inch SAE and metric over here. But I was able to fit the rest of the V series stuff here. Now I just got to find a little room. I have a little space over here and a little space right here. But I was able to fit the entire master set of Quinn sockets in SAE metric deep semi shallows, everything here, including the 12 point the Quinn sockets in 3/8 and 1/2 inch. So I'm actually shocked that I was able to do that. Yeah, they work very well, the trays. I use them, actually you can see, not in here, but I actually have them in here, and they're kind of buried in here with this other big stuff. But they're in here. I kid you not, they're right in there. You can kind of see the tray. The tray's right there. This is all trade, but just some of this stuff is just too big for the trays. James, do you have the plastic organizer that Harbor Freight for like $8? Yeah, I have. Well, I have the ones I got on Amazon, but I just see I have like this one here. I'm using this one. Here's my oil wrench. This is just the way I do things over here. And then I remember I had the ratchets over here. Now the ratchets are in here. I got this, by the way, guys. I got this extension on Temu. So you know that tight reach. Well, I only paid $8 for this, and it came with all the bits, the attachments. So that's actually a good deal. But here is the icon. I couldn't fit the icons on top over here, so I was able to fit the icons in here for the mid lengths, the semi deep. So there's that. And then, so like I said, all I have left for space is here and here. I'm thinking about doing like 3D printing and making something where I can make like a socket holder that can go around the little bumps and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm still new to all this stuff with 3D printing. I have a crappy 3D printer. It's an Ender V3, old one, and it is what it is. But yeah, that's a cool. That's a good tool, the reach extension. I have the 1/4 inch. I talked to my Mac guy about the 1/4 inch ones. He didn't have the impact version. I want the impact version off him, but he didn't have any at the time, so I didn't even bother ordering it because I made him rich that day because I ordered a lot of stuff. So that's pretty good. Another thing that kind of made me happy was I actually got the Knipex 10-inch. I finally bought. I don't know why I haven't bought these. I just bought these last week off the Mac Tools truck guy. Yes, I overpaid. Sue me. I like to keep my Mac truck guy in business. Same thing with my Snap-on guy. So I bought these. It's got the Mac. This is the 10-inch version. This is in the loadout. This is the updated version with the grooves over here. The other one it's more smooth and kind of more rounded on here. So this one opens up to 2 inches. The other one like 1 3/4 inches or something like that. You removed the bump on your 5-drawer car. How'd you do that? Did you just cut it with the like an angle grinder or in the lock? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. That would screw me up because I have OCD, so I don't know. But I've had the 10-inch in the Craftsman V series, and this V series is awesome. It's almost identical. As far as like the grips are almost identical, but the shape of the grips. So this is the Knipex. It's got that like dip in like that indentation over here on both sides, so you can get a better grip. So I mean, I haven't really need to, and I have other ones too. I have like the 10-inch of these of the German. I think this is made by NWS. No, this is USA. Sorry, this is USA. I'm thinking of this one right now. The Cobras, the Klein Cobras. Yeah, this is the 10-inch version of the Knipex. This one's really nice because it closes at the bottom. So I think NWS is the OEM for this. Let's see. Tool collector says on the back there are 5 rivets you need to drill out. You can add the back anytime you want. Just need a rivet gun. Yeah, we got the rivet guns. No French tool is gonna beat the Knipex. Yeah, I gotta say though, these Craftsmen did good. I also have the icons, of these, the 10-inch. I'm actually surprised they didn't come out with a smaller version. Like, oh crap. I don't even know when I did this. These are the little channel locks. Look at the hack I did on that one. I didn't even realize I did that. Yeah, that almost got beat up. I didn't realize I had hacked that. So I have plenty of these, but I just wanted the Knipex because Knipex is, you know, they set the standard. They made it happen. Here's another new purchase I did last week. So one of the things I like is versatility, and I have these. I've had these for a while now. So last year I bought these, and I really like these 9-inch Kleins, the masters of the linesmans. So, but it's missing some features on this. So I ended up finding that Klein made a version with the crimper and the fishtail puller. So it's got the fishtail puller here with the grooves, and it's got a crimper. This is what I really want. I like to have my linesmans to have a crimper, even though this one didn't have it. And then also, I bought the 7-inch because sometimes you don't need the 9-inch, and especially if you're bringing a big load out, the 7-inch is really awesome. It's just a little bit thinner in the head, but it's considerably lighter, and I really like this Klein setup here. I love Klein. Like I said, I'm a big fanboy for Klein, Knipex. I love all the brands. I love my Milwaukee stuff. Harbor Freight. I love brands, man. I can honestly say though, as far as a favorite brand, like in a certain segment, I say unequivocally, screwdrivers is going to be Vessel. The tool pouch saggers. Yep. Knipex is usually the way to go. Yep. I mean, I love it all. I buy Knipex, I buy Klein, I buy Craftsman, I buy Cobalt, I like to use them all. I have my channel locks. I don't really use my channel locks very much anymore, because they're a little bit like the Cobras, or any of the companies that make Cobra-like pliers and pliers wrench are kind of like. But I will say, I like to use is for my channel locks. I love these. Absolutely love these. Is my channel lock adjustable wrenches. These are awesome. I love the channel lock adjustable wrenches because there's little to no play on them, back and forth. So if you look at this, very little play, and then very little back and forth. Very little, and they make an awesome adjustable wrench. Yeah, some pliers are expensive. There are a few tools Knipex makes. Yeah, so the one tool that Knipex makes that is probably like the biggest failure in Knipex history, and you can go to see the videos on this on Project Farm. Project Farm last year did a video on the locking pliers. And the locking pliers of Knipex tested like trash. And I was actually shocked and disappointed because, you know, Knipex, the big giant, like the giant in the room when it comes to hand tools and pliers. You know, that's their bread and butter. But for some reason, the locking pliers, listen, Bremen from Harbor Freight obliterated the Knipex. Obliterated the Knipex in the lock and plier test. Absolutely obliterated him. I don't know what Knipex is doing Yeah, and Integra makes adjustable to the price point standard. I prefer the Baco adjustable. I like the Baco. I'm considering getting the Bacos. I don't know if I'm gonna buy them in the Snap-on version. I might just buy them the Baco branded ones because the set is super expensive on the Snap-on truck. But I might just buy them. I don't know. It depends on the time of day and how I'm feeling. And they have those really thin heads. What radiator close hose clamps? No, I'm not talking about no the locking pliers as far as like the vice grips. So the vice grips I'm talking about. So these are Snap-ons, vice grips. So when I'm a dumbass, guys. I'm a big dumbass. So I had every chance, every opportunity. Yep, thin jaw is nice. You know what it is? It's an option. If you have the thin jaws, you can get into places that you can't with the regular jaw, and vice versa. Like you can use the regular jaws for regular work, and then when you need those, like that's on my list. But like I'm a dumbass because of I've had every ample opportunity to buy the Malcos. The Malcos are the best locking plier in the whole entire world. And according, from the test that they did on Talk This channel and Project Farm, grip of Germany Knipex are made by some other company. I didn't know that. I thought they were all Knipex manufactured. That's good to know. So the Malcos, I never jumped on the bandwagon, even though I wanted to. Like I really, really want to. It was probably like one of the things in my brain that was pretty much like last on the list, and I just put it off. I procrastinated until it was too late. When Project Farm and Talk This channel released those videos last year, they sold out at Amazon because they went out of business before, and they only had leftover stock at Amazon. So the only way to get the Malcos, because Snap-on bought all the machines, dies, tooling, and stuff like that, and using the same types of steel, I bought the Malco version, but the Snap-on brand. So now you have the Snap-on brands, but these are a pretty penny. I could have bought 3 Malcos for the price of one of these. That's crazy. Yep, the Eagle grips are the best. I knew they were special and didn't wait. Dude, you scored, because these are 3 Malcos is the price of one of these. It's crazy. The only one I'm missing right now is the needle nose, and that's been on back order. Right now I have the straight jaws in the 10 and 7 or 9 and 7, whatever that is. The straight jaws, and then the curved jaws in this sizes. So yeah, these are all Snap-on. So I paid out my ass. I'm disappointed in myself for not getting the Eagle grips. you did the right thing, Matt. You saved yourself a whole bunch of money. Well, it looks like the wife, tea is hot just like me. Wow, the wife just sent me this. She snuck in here while we were looking at the other thing. Look at that. Tea is hot just like me. That's a good wife right there. Look at that. So, because it's cold down here, guys. You guys remember the first video we did? You guys saw the temperature? Oh, man, that's burnt. Okay, that is really hot. So mine was super hot. Grip brand of Germany, which they show on PF, Project Farm, etc. Arita, same OEM as in that town in Germany. Watch some factory tours. Yeah. But the chrome job on them is so nice. Yeah. Way better than the old ones they sold. Yeah. So let's check out what the temperature is. You guys can see better than I can because I got you on the tripod. Let's see what today was a good day though. 53 degrees. So we're 50 something. I can't really see because I'm at the angle. You guys actually have a better angle because I got the tripod extended up. So that's what the temperature is down here in the shop. Hi, Dan, the man, the fisherman. How's it going, bud? The teeth on the Eagle Grip have a much higher arc. Yeah. I didn't know that. I thought it would be the same as the Snap-ons. But I don't know because I don't have friggin' Eagle Grips. I had to get the Snap-on versions. But they work. And they do an outstanding job. Like, I do love, I gotta say, I'm actually shocked at like the Knipex, how it failed. I got all the Bremens. So this is the Bremen clamps. This one's got a little bit of patina on it now from use. This makes a good clamp. I really like this clamp. When I'm doing, especially when I'm doing bending, metal bending. The Bremens, I can't believe, like, they're not, these aren't as good as those Snap-ons. I mean, in no way am I saying that, but the quality of these is really damn good, though. This thing can perform, guys. This is performance right here. I have all the sizes in the Bremen family over here, and I've enjoyed these. I really enjoyed these. Even the little Bremens, these tiny little Bremens. They're very good locking pliers, vice grips. Did any of you guys see that video? The tool test and the Project Farm videos on those? Yeah, Snap-on bought the plant. Yep, in the tooling from the DeWitt plant. And what was that in Nebraska? Right, Matt? Was it Nebraska? Yeah, those Harbor Freight ones are better than the Husky or Cobalt for sure. Guys, you guys know how much I love my blue tools, right? I do have the Cobalt with the blue grips somewhere in here. Where is the Cobalt ones? Oh, here's one of them. I bought this because it's blue, not because it performs better than my Bremens and Snap-ons, and I can throw this in my junk bag and not have to worry about it getting stolen. It came in a 3-pack. So it has these needle nose. These are the regular curved jaws. And I actually, it wasn't even expensive at all. It was awesome. Like, yeah. Here's the bigger curved jaws. It was a 3-pack. And I really like these. These are really nice. They're not Bremen. They're not, yeah, Bremen and Milwaukee on the same plant. But here's the thing, Dave Sizemore. Each company tells, has like different specifications they want in the tool when they're made. Now, for the most part, a lot of the brands that have the company make it for them, it's usually going to be the same quality. But if you look at that Project Farm video, the Bremens actually really outperformed the Milwaukee ones. It wasn't even kind of close. Like, in first place was the Malco Eagle Grips, and AK now under the Snap-on name. But in second place was that, I forget what was that brand. It began with the letter S, if you guys can remember that. It began with letter S, and then after that was the Bremens. I mean the vice grips. The vice grip ones. I have vice grips. I don't know where they are. I only have needle nose vice grips, and they actually performed really well. They did very well. What was that? I can't remember the name of that brand. Does anybody remember the brand that performed almost as good as the vice grips, or as good as the vice grips? I don't remember what the heck brand it was, but I have the vice grips in here somewhere. I don't even know. It's somewhere. I don't really use those vice grips, because I use the Bremen or the Snap-ons. Yeah, vice grips are still like awesome. So the Bremen came after the vice grips. Stallville, yep, Stallville, that's it. That might have been it. I still buy, yeah, Matt, yeah, those pre-90 ones are awesome. But even the new ones that are made in China and Taiwan are awesome. The Irwins, they were right after the Malco Eagle grips and the stall wheel. And now they're making stuff for, is it Tecton they're making screwdrivers for? I know they make some awesome pliers too. But I'm not really sure what other rebrands to do. I know Stallville is making some, the new screwdrivers, I think, for Tecton, or is it a different brand? Let me know. I know everybody's, a lot of companies are starting to go either Germany or Vit. That's it. It was Vit is Tecton. Stallville is making some pliers for somebody. NWS does a lot. NWS did a lot of the good pliers for Irwin. They did. I love those. I don't have any of those. I know you can get them on eBay, but they kind of want a premium on those. I remember they used to be like $15. I never got a chance to buy those. So, but if some of you guys have it, let me know. How do you like your NWS? NWS is awesome. Yeah, they make the Matco and Tecton screwdrivers. The thing about the Matco ones, though, honest to God, I would rather get the Tecton over the Matco, because I don't know how I feel about that little fuzzy thing that they put on the screwdrivers for the Matcos. You guys know about that. It's like a felt velvet material. I never had one in my hand because I don't have a Matco truck yet. Yeah, the only thing I'm not fond of NWS is their cutters. And I know they did OEM for electrical tools for Milwaukee for their insulated from a long time ago. But the problem with the NWS cutters is it's that coating they put on, so it makes it hard on the cut with that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I kind of feel kind of skeeved out by that. See the spinner handle for Tecton. Oh, I saw that. Yes. I definitely have that on my list, but it's gonna be at the bottom of my list. Yeah, that makes a better grip, but I don't know. I just like rubber feeling. I like the rubbery feels. That's why, again, Vessel is still my favorite screwdriver of all time. Vessel, and even that Annex, the Annex screwdriver. Yeah, the discontinued Tectons were awesome. But I think I have a feeling like I think they did a smart decision by going to Germany. Klein had the carpet handle screwdrivers too. They were OEM to Vit. Yep. Did you guys know that Klein owns Vaco? I found that out yesterday. Vaco is owned by Klein. And I didn't know that. And they just did last year or the year before that they brought it back from the dead, which is kind of surprising. I didn't know that they owned Vaco. My wife just said we don't need any more truck guys. We want the truck guys. We want all the truck guys. No. Yes. You guys hear her? She said no. Yes. I will say, guys, I don't have any PB Swiss, and I know they probably make the bits for PB Swiss. I know PB Swiss makes their own bits and their own screwdrivers. I don't want to get fixed bladed screwdrivers from PB Swiss. I want bit holders because that's what I prefer. I prefer a bit holder because you don't have to bring a million screwdrivers to a job. I prefer ratcheting or a regular bit holder that has, you can just switch the bits here and there. Yeah, how much did you pay for the Tectons? James says, I got the Impact Vessel screwdriver coming. Yeah. Did you get the clear one Impact or the gray Impact one, James? PB Swiss is the best. Yes. Arguably, PB Swiss, hands down, Tanner, is the best screwdriver in the world, and you're damn right you're going to pay for it. The one I want is like $80. Tool Tuck price. I want to try their bits too. Arguably, they also have the best bits in the world too, from what I understand. I don't have any. Matt says, do you have vessel number 3095 in 150 millimeters yet? Never owned PB Swiss. I'm assuming they're quality. Yes, they are quality. I don't have them yet, but I can attest that is the consensus. The number 30, what's the number 39.5? I don't know what that is, Matt. This is my vessel collection. Oops, I gotta flip the camera. This is my vessel and Annex collection, and the Lone Klein 2 grip. This one stays here because it's part of the ball grip family, and I just have my old Craftsman screwdrivers here, but because there's no other place to put them. But I mean, this is one of my favorite screwdrivers because even though I'm not a big fan of fixed shaft, this is like awesome because of the size. This is a 300 millimeter Phillips. Oops. 300 millimeter Phillips, and we have the 300 millimeter slotted in 6 millimeter width. Yeah, an old school perfect handle slotted beater for wood scales. Yeah, I really like these. And then we have the very famous Annex in blue and gray flavors. And here's another good Annex, the little stubby Annex. And then they have this version of the Annex. This is a 62 tooth. So the gray and the blue one are 72 teeth. This is a 62 teeth stubby, and they have this in red too. So this pairs up really nice, but this is a different type of mechanism. So this is a 60 tooth ratcheting screwdriver, and it only has 2 modes. So it has loosen and tighten. It doesn't have that middle locking mode. So these two have that, just the 2 modes. That's why I prefer these two, because you can at least go to the 3rd mode to lock if you have to. Yeah. Matt and Carlos, it says, have seen my vessel collection. Yes. You guys, you're like the king of the vessel. You have the vessel of vessels. I have 4 of the PB. Tanner says I have 4 of the PB Swiss inside of bit drivers in all different colors, and they are like $40 a piece. But man, they are nice, even though small. The only negative with the PB Swiss, and I've seen it like Steve on Steve's Woodshop and other YouTubers. Yeah, they hated the red one with the recessed switch. Yeah, I mean I don't really use it very much because of the fact that you can only get 2 modes, and the other Annex one is just better. The one thing I don't like about the PB Swiss is the wobble, the bit wobble. I still want to get them. I'm still going to get them, and I'm going to use them sparingly because the PB Swiss. Oh, this is the Annex. This Annex one. So, there is a. Yep, Tanner asked. So, are you familiar with this, Tanner? Yeah, save the model and check it out if it's something else. Yeah, I don't know if I have that. Like, Matt. I only have. Yeah, I don't think I have that one. I mean, I have a bunch. So this is the one that people have, right? A lot of people, and I think people are paying like $18, $20 for this on Amazon. This one right here, there's a company, and I know they're over here too. Tamiya Craft Tools. So they make they specialize in RC stuff. Yeah, there's no plastic on that. Yeah, I definitely don't have that because most of the vessels I do have is plastic. Although there's one I think that's metal. I have to get that one then. So I see I've got the gray one. So Tamiya is does a lot of RC stuff. So they contracted Annex to make these for them. So this is the blade that comes with the Annex. This, because it's a craft company that does RC cars and specialized, they came out with a number 2 JIS bit. So this is all JIS anyway, but they made the skinny one because it gets into more places than you would with the thicker shafted thing. This is a Phillips 2 JIS by 100, and it's the same exact screwdriver. There's no difference between this and the Annex. It's the same thing, but because of the blue is the main color for the brand Tamiya. And these are actually on Amazon for $50. I paid $40 on eBay last year and during the summer. There's a Gundam version, the Annex blade screwdriver from AZ Japan. Oh, Amazon Japan. Yeah. It is very cool. You can actually get this on Amazon. It's $50 though. It is pricey. So you can get this for 18 to 20 bucks. This is $50. It's the exact same freaking screwdriver, and they want to charge you an arm and a leg because it's coming from Japan. So this is Japanese made. The company Tamiya, even though they sell RC cars and all that stuff in the United States, especially California, these screwdrivers for some reason are a premium. I don't know if it's because of the special coloring or whatnot. I mean, this is just a regular blade. I think let's see, what's it called? I think this is called C6, this blade. So this is a 13 millimeter end, as opposed to United States we have a 9 millimeter end for the whole bit holders. So this is a I think it's called C6, if I'm correct. Can anybody correct me on that? If you watch Bezug, as anybody who watches Bezug's, I learned a lot about Japanese screwdrivers from his channel. Yeah, so, well, the versatile ratcheting screwdrivers, look at the color of the stitch yellow is Taiwan gray is Japan. Yeah. I also carry this one. I've been carrying this one a lot lately to my jobs. I've been carrying my SC45, and I really like this one too. So I've been this one right here. I have to keep them separated so it can fit in the... This is one of my favorite ones. This is probably the vessel I use the most. That one and the battery operated one. So my brother got me the battery operated one for Christmas. I already had a battery operated one, but so this is the one I bought. I actually bought this from Japan. This is the they're made in Japan regardless, but this one is the 3-speed mode. And it came with the Japanese bits, not the American, that silver with the torsion ball zone. So if you buy this version in the United States, you get the silver torsion ball zone. But I got the one with the yellow bits. They're kind of insulated, but they're not really insulated. They're more like for low voltage stuff. So I got that one with this. And yeah, this is the one my brother got me for Christmas. This is a high torque. This thing has got some power to it. It's not the most powerful one on the market for a battery operated screwdriver. I think the Amazon Basics destroys everybody pretty much. I don't know if you guys heard, you've seen the tests with the Amazon Basics. That's made actually by Shervon Skill, the Amazon Basics. But this thing's a beast. It's lower speed compared to this one at the time. This has a... Right now I have it, I don't know what mode I have it on. Yeah, that's faster. Yeah, so to see this a lot faster. But I really like this one because it's very torquey. And I do like these bits a lot. I do like these, but I do want to get the Japanese bits more. They're called they called Procons / something. I have one of those 2 bits, 2 of the Phillips JIS version, but I need to get they have like a 3.5-inch version, but you have to buy a screwdriver to get those bits. Yeah, I've been carrying both those as well. The electric vessel and the black and yellow ratcheting, very handy. I know that the fact that you could turn them into stubby, I mean, how awesome is that? But the Amazon Basics feels like, it does feel like trash, but guess what? It outperforms everybody. I heard the Dremel version is like the Amazon. I don't know. I haven't heard much about the Dremel one, so I'm not really familiar with the Dremel. But the Amazon Basics, yep, love the Annex blades in my purple vessels USB. Yep, I like their blades. They make some awesome blades. Even the vessel, the little black ones, the 3-in-1, so it's double-sided. So on one side you have your Phillips 2 JIS, and on the other side it's a combination. It's a Phillips 1 with the Phillips 3 JIS. And those are awesome. I even have those in Craftsman, guys. The new Works is about as powerful and feels solid and good. Yeah. Yeah, I actually heard about the Works one. Tool color purple. Yep, purple. I've been like guys. I've been really feeling purple and greens lately. Even though blue's my favorite color, that's why I kind of jumped on the green icon stuff. Not to mention high vis. If you're like working outside or working in the shop, and like I when I'm doing woodworking or something when I need safety glasses, and you know how covered your safety glasses are, you can get full of dust, debris, or whatever kind of stuff, and your visibility's kind of crap. The high vis is definitely going to help you out. Yeah, at some point you care less about a few inch bones and enjoy the tool you use. Exactly. I've heard a lot of people lately talking about the Works and how good it is. Yep. Yeah, the Works one I heard is good. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be investing in the Works one. I mean, the only Works tool I have is this, and I love it. I've been using this for years. This is the Works tool, the package opener, pretty much. This is about the only Works thing I have in here. I can't think of anything else that I... But you know what? On why we like... Yes, I saw that. It has to do with the spectrum, the light spectrum. It really does. I mean, it makes sense. Science. But I will say this works good because it works. Because it works. But yeah, the light spectrum thing, that UV thing, is good. The high vis is the way I am. It gets way too dirty. It does get dirty, but this is why you invest in these towel towels. And although, Harbor Freight isn't selling these anymore in the big container. They used to have the big container of these. Now they only have the little containers. So I ended up buying this, and I tested one out, and I really enjoyed this. Actually, a lot of people said this is actually better than towel towels. I've only used it once, because I still have a few more left. This is just about empty, because I always clean my tools after I work. Oh, I try to clean them as good as I can, but sometimes I'm not successful at it, and I'm tired. So yeah, the Works can rip the screw out of a receptacle side. Yeah, that's the thing, is you don't need power when you're doing receptacles. I do a lot of receptacles. Oh, you got the icons today? Tool Collector 72? Yes, those are awesome. Croc Aggressives are my favorite wipes. Oh yeah, I've been waiting to get those because I saw them on Tool Show. Does anybody watch the Tool Show? And they're really good with when they advertise for those kinds of things. Yeah, clean all my tools. Yeah, James, your stuff is spotless. Absolutely, you do an excellent job. Like, you definitely do better than me. But I do keep my tools mostly clean. I try to do them the best I can. I'll go in with the pick. I'll wrap with the ear swabs, the little cotton ear swabs. I'll use that to get in the grooves, or with the pick, and I'll wrap the wipe around the pick or the ear swab to use to get into something, or with like a mini pry bar. I'll wrap it up in there to get in those little grooves if I can get it. If I'm not tired enough and I want to clean my tools, I'll do that. It is crazy. I do get like that because I think that if you don't clean your tools, like say you can get grit, dirt, grime. You can ruin your motors on your power tools, or you can ruin the like when you got a loose like set of pliers, like this one, right? Oh, this is on lock right now, but look at this. You can ruin the mechanism, the spring mechanism, if you don't clean. You know what I mean? That's just my brain, the way my brain works. The double towels work good. I use the Mac tool cleaner. It's pricey though. Yeah, I actually almost bought that last week because I saw it. It was right at near the door. I was going to tell my Mac guy, you know what? I think I might want to get this, but I didn't get those yet. I still want to get the hand cleaner, the Mac hand cleaner, and the Snap-on bar of soap that they have for the hand cleaner. It's got the exfoliant, so you can really get the grittiness out of your fingernails and stuff. And then I also have the Craftsman fingernail brush, so you get in there because when you're working, you get your hands really, really dirty and grimy, and it's kind of hard to get under the fingernails. And Craftsman came out. They have it at Lowe's for like $5-6. The little brush for your cleaner. Actually, I might have another one here that I haven't even opened up, but I have it in my bathroom upstairs. Yeah, I like that. I like the texture. I know the Gojos have a texture and it's good. So I'm gonna definitely try those. Those are on the list. Like they were highly recommended. Yeah, HD, highly recommended by a tool show. And like I said, I always like their recommendations because they haven't steered me wrong. So that's good stuff. Let's take a look at the purple again because we love purple. Look at that purple. I kind of want another one. I'm telling you guys. I look at that and I'm like, damn, I want a purple. And I think I might move that over there, but I don't. I might move that over there where the red cart is, the 5-drawer cart. But the one thing that kind of like stops me from doing that is the height. So if you see the height of this thing, it's going to block my RTA cabinet that's on the wall. So it is what it is. Yeah, the purple is Mopar Plum Crazy. That's why guys love it. Oh, I just love the purple. I think it's, you know what it is? It's different. It's different, and this is the best part too. Like I've been doing the green and the purple, and look at the green, right? And it matches the purple really nice. I mean, it goes very well. Even the Snap-on cart they have. So they have this gray, the gray cart that's just like this color, this light gray color of the U.S. General, and they have like the purple on the handles. It's all purple. And it's absolutely gorgeous and stunning. Hi, that Bowery boy. How's it going? Yeah, old Chargers and Challengers. Yep, the purple. You can't go wrong. So, I mean, and this year, I'm going to add the second, on this thing, I'm going to add the second cabinet to this side because we're missing a cabinet. We have the cabinet on this side, but we don't have one for this side. Guys, this is my hat. That's my hat. I haven't worn that hat in ages. But yeah, I gotta put a cabinet on this side so I can put a lot of my mechanics tools and stuff on this side. Because this thing's already pretty filled up. Let's do a tour of the 72 because I've never done a tour of this one. This is where I keep paint stains, some gas canisters there for the my Coleman grill. That's an old drill that I have from Craftsman because I already have another one. I have two of those. That's the USA made one, and I never used that one. I just used the one over there on that side. I put paintbrushes, all my chemicals because it's a steel thing. So if you ever have a combustible, at least it'll be in the metal box. At some point, you're gonna be paneling off the ceiling and using it for start. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna make it look like a tool truck with the elastics. Cabinet holds a lot. Yeah, it does hold. I really like this too, the slide out drawer. I wish though, I do kind of wish that there was another, like more slide out drawers, like at least 3 slide out drawers would have been good on something like this. I know somebody showed that you can get like an adapter from Target. They have like this plastic slide out drawer. You can put slide out drawers on this. And I don't remember what video it was that I saw. But that's where I keep my drywall tools. Yeah, I could put more drywall tools. So I'm going to buy new drywall tools. So I've had these for a few years. They're excellent drywall tools. The Husky, I got to say, the Husky stuff is really good. And I clean these good, but I guess not very well because they still have some stains on them. But these Husky tools are really good. But that level 5 stuff is better. And I want to get the Craftsman version of the level 5. So level 5 is actually making the Craftsman drywall tools. And you can get those on Amazon for like $89. But that's not a priority right now. So I'm going to get that. But yeah, it holds a lot. I mean, think about this. If you guys see some of my early videos and I showed what this place looked like years ago, when you saw my first videos, it's night and different. This is before I even had this whole setup here. Oops. I mean, it holds a lot. Look at this. Look at the sides. This is where I keep my pry bars and bolster screwdrivers. Check that out. Like, but you have to use, because of the pry bars being so heavy, you got to use 2 of these. So I got 2 magnetic things to hold this, because that big sucker right there is a beast, and it's heavy. And I can fit a couple more things on this side underneath the big, like those bigger ones. Not much more, but the other side's pretty empty. It's got just some rulerage. On this side, I just have that ruler. These are hyper tough, by the way, guys. This is, and they're made in the USA. So I got this plastic one and this metal one, and I use that as a cutting edge guide. Yep, the Walt ones are level 5 too at HD, but the price is outrageous. The Craftsman one, if you get the Craftsman one, you get more blades for the buck and level 5. A drywall trowel and a magnesium hawk. Yeah, I don't have a hawk. But if you Matt, how many of those do you have, the magnesium ones? Remember you cleaned out your garage a while back? No. Yeah. But this is a pain in the butt. This right here is crazy. Yeah, I did the video. So we rented a dumpster was it last year or the year before? I don't even know now. It's I don't know, no, the year before. And if you go back to my old videos, you'll see that I cleaned out, like, this place was completely, we gutted it because it was so much trash. Yeah, I have, yeah, so you have the trowels. If you have 2 of the magnesium hawk ones, right? If you have 2 of them, you have hawk 2. Oh, sometimes I can't help myself. Looking at the hyper tough pry bar today. Hey, here's a deal for you. So check this out. You know how they're all made in the USA? They actually sell. So this is the little pry bars that go with it. They have an 8-piece set. So you get all 6 of these and the 2 little mini pry bars, right? And it's only like $70. No drywall in the ceiling. Drywall on the walls. I'll put drywall on the walls, but not in the ceiling, because I need to be able to access the plumbing, the electrical stuff over here that they did in the house. I'm probably thinking maybe a drop ceiling or some kind of covering that will let me have access to the like the HVAC, the vents, all that kind of stuff. Hyper tough pry bars are wild, like the old Craftsman Sear stuff. Yes, Matt. Wild is a very good brand. They are Mayhew's, one of Mayhew's top competitors. Yep, I'm in the basement. This is the basement shop. If you'd have seen the basement when I first moved here compared to what it is now, you wouldn't recognize him. We had loads and loads of trash. Loads. Absolute loads, like, of stuff that we never use. You know, like the typical hoarder's basement. Yeah, hyper tough comes with the rack. Yes, that rack. Yeah, that's the one thing. That's why you're paying a little bit extra. You're getting the 8 pieces. And hold on. Oh, why is the camera not moving? It's not flipping. Oh, there it is. That's weird. You're getting the 8 pieces and the rack. And is that magnetic too? I think it is magnetic. But I'm not too fond of that, like, rack. You know which ones I like? Is Ulsa Tools makes a good pry bar holder. And who's that other one? I like the one at Mac Tools. And that might be made by, rebranded from Ulsa Tools. I don't know. But I haven't gotten that yet. I have the Mayhew 48 with the 1-inch think shank, and that's a pry bar, not the wimpy 3/4 shaft. Yep. And James is saying, well, I live there. There is no basement, I guess, because I live near the ocean. Yep. I gotta say, I live in, yeah, I think, James, you're in Florida, correct? I don't live too far from the ocean either, but not close enough, but not far enough, you know, close enough, but not far enough. Because I'm in eastern Massachusetts, not far. I'm somewhat close to Boston, and we have the bay over there. A lot of places. Yeah, Virginia. Oh, Virginia Beach. Okay, perfect. I need to put my Mayhew on disco. Yeah, you got to put those on. We got to look at those. I I debated and contemplated on getting the Dominator, the big boy, even under the Icon brand when they just did that sale like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, whatever it was, when it was like $69.99. And I was on my Mac truck, the Mac Tools truck, and I saw it, the Mac version. And I was like, I can't justify it right now because, like, honestly, I don't. That the one that's over there, that Hyper Tough, is enough for me right now. If the need ever comes where I need to have a bigger pry bar, I'll get it. That 36-inch one right now is perfect for me. Whenever I mean, I'll use it for automotive and stuff like that. I just, at this point in time, I don't have a need for that, like, 56-inch one. You know, I would love to have it with the purple handle or even the green handle, but I can't justify buying one right now because of the need. I don't, on something like that, I'd rather spend my money on other tools. And I'm perfectly happy with that Hyper Tough at the 36-inch length. I don't need, and I don't even need a 48-inch one either. So it is, I mean, it would be cool to have. I'm not going to say that. Marshall concrete form pry bars are what I use the most. Yep. Yeah, Marshall really makes good stuff. I like their little scrapers and stuff like that. If anyone wants to see the Discord, send a request to the tool collector 72@gmail.com. Tell you guys want to see a good tool collection, go to his Gmail. My God, the guy is the king of vessel. I mean, he is the king of vessel. Just get the purple Mac pry bars. I just may. You know, like I said, I love my Mac guy. My Mac guy is friggin' awesome. Even my Snap-on guy is awesome. I really love those guys. I talk to them enough. I bother them sometimes. Yeah, the Lowe's sells a mini Marshalltown 5-foot ones. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I'm at this point in time, the 3-foot pry bar is pretty much all I need. But if the need ever arises where I need a bigger one, I'll just get the Mac Tools or the Mayhew. And Lowe's. Yep. The one thing about Mayhew is actually in Massachusetts. The company is based out of Western Mass. They have their offices, their buildings in Western Massachusetts, out in the boondocks in Western Massachusetts. I don't know if it's right near Athol or what's that town? Belchertown or something like that, in Massachusetts. I cut through there when I go see my kids in New Hampshire. They also make, Matt says they also make a monster that's 10 foot long, also made in the USA. Dude, you got to use a ladder to go. You need a ladder for that one. That's insane. What's that for, like tanks or helicopters or airplanes? Jeez, I can't imagine. Even, or like a train, railroad. I can't imagine having a 10-foot long friggin' pry bar. But yeah, the Mayhew company is based out of Massachusetts, which is friggin' awesome. I think in the future, I'm going to see if I can get a tour. I'm going to email or call or whatever to see if I can do a how you doing? Hey, Brian. Spelling out 6648. Yep. I just met Brian at the Harbor Freight sale, and he became a channel member. So yeah, I'm gonna do a tour. I'm gonna try to do a tour with Mayhew, and video film it, and if I can, whatever they'll allow, and then hopefully put it on the channel. That would be awesome. I really want to do that. That's on my bucket list. Same thing, going to a Snap-on facility, doing a tour there, and going to the Klein, going to Texas, and going to visit Klein. I'm going to have to talk to my contacts about that for the summertime. See if I can, if they can get me into the building and do a tour. Yeah, the punches and chisels are a solid 20 to 120 out of the spec. Their engineers weren't helpful. Yeah. I haven't had a problem with the Mayhew punches and chisels. I have that 5-piece set. I never bought like the bigger set, and that's what I've used. The forging is rough to say the least. Yeah, it is rough, but you know, and it's got like dimpling in there. Does yours have dimpling, Matt? Um, I do have. I mean, they work fine for me though. I mean, I also have the Pittsburgh ones, and it's not like I use punches and chisels every day for work or anything like that because it's not. I mean, they they've done the job for me. I mean, if you're using these things every day, I can see where getting something different would be better. Did you guys see? By the way, speaking of which, did you guys see it was at SEMA last year? This past year, they showed the is it SEMA? I think the Vim ones. So Vim has a rebranded version of these. I want to say German ones. See, Matt says I've had Select and the Pro ones. They work, but the size isn't even close to advertised. It must be all that metal they take off when they're doing grinds and stuff. I don't know. The forging is rough. Yeah. So if you guys see the SEMA ones, they have these new punches and chisels, and they have a gold color. I don't know if I don't think they're brass. I don't think they're brass. Check them out. Check out the videos on the Vim tools. I think Kuhn Trucking had some videos on those. Check out Kuhn Trucking on YouTube. And they did Vim they're rebranded from another brand. It begins with the letter R. Geez, I can't remember. They could have even been Swedish. It might not have been German. For those punches and chisels, and they look awesome. But I'm not. I don't know, and they're gonna be expensive though, guys. But I was thinking about those because they look really cool. They should be out in stores now. Yeah, it is what it is. Matt says the same town that makes Knipex, etc., makes a lot of German pouches. Burger. Yeah, I never heard of Burger. Who's cussing? Get painting. I don't use punches much, but the Pittsburgh, like you, hell like lifetime warranty, so why not? Yeah, I have the ones with the head on it, the green ones with the head on it, the head, the shield to protect your hand when because you don't want to be hitting your hand. And I have the jumbo and the regular ones in the tool roll. They come with the tool roll, and those are pretty good. And if you're gonna mushroom the thing anyway, just beat it up. You got lifetime warranty anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm always gonna use the Pittsburgh. But like I said, for a long time, I used the Mayhews, and they were really good. But I also use a lot of nail sets, especially in the stuff that I've done. I don't have necessarily a need. That's why I bought the Pittsburgh for like the bigger chisels. Unless I'm doing concrete work and you're trying to cut concrete or something with it. I don't really. I use the smaller stuff. Well, it makes a Craftsman style screwdriver handle holder. Ooh, I'd never seen that one. Wild makes some really awesome stuff. You can't go wrong with the Wild. You can get wild sometimes. Me, I'm a bodybuilder. I'm barrel chested, bro. I am barrel chested. I weigh 154 pounds, but I'm just like thick. You know what I mean? Thick up here. I do have a dad bod. I used to bodybuild back in the day, back in my early 20s, even a little bit in my 30s. But nah, I don't do that anymore. I'm on the flabby side. I'm on the flabby side right now. It is what it is. I got super fat. And then I got skinny again. Oh, Izzy says hi. Izzy, for the people that don't know, Izzy is my daughter, my middle daughter. She's here. She likes to join the streams. She's my daughter that gave me my grandchild. And love my son-in-law, love my daughter, my grandchild. That's pretty awesome. Hey, there's my son-in-law, Tim Warren 331. There it is. Love that family. They have a little family, and they do good for themselves up in the New Hampshire area. We're here doing the thing. You picked up the Braun 500 lumen light today? Yes. That's a heck of a deal. 50% off, $15 is a nice light. It's an excellent light. We love you, Grandpa. Laugh out loud. Yeah, so I'm looking. I was thinking about getting the Brian, but I have a bunch of them. I have the Craftsman version, I have the Icon version, and I have the Klein version. But I'm gonna wait on the Icon, the new Icon, the Gen 2 Icon that's coming out this summer. Ghidorah Red makes a good punch and chisel set. Yes. German made hammer for under 30 bucks. Really? Under 30 bucks? I'm gonna be I have to get Ghidorah stuff. I don't have anything Ghidorah. It kind of reminds me of that perfume Dior, but you get Ghidorah. I'm definitely gonna get that. I want to get Ghidorah screwdrivers too, because I heard those are really good. I want to get some more Hazette stuff. Like I said, I want to get the pliers. I do have the bit holder, but I'm not as impressed with the bit holder. For a lot of the same reasons, a lot of these other brands. It's just got a lot of wobble to it. I want stuff to be held in on like bit holders, kind of close, or whatever, to the Weha Centrifix or the Klein True Grip stuff. Even the QL3 stuff holds really good. A lot of Ghidorah Red isn't made in Germany. Blue, yes, is almost all made in Germany. Yeah, I definitely got to get. I'm missing out on Ghidorah. Does Ghidorah make a bit holder? Because I know they make a lot of fixed bladed screwdrivers, but I'm not sure about a bit holder screwdriver, because that's basically what I'm into. I just like to bring bits and just be able to switch the bits, whether it's a 3-inch bit, 6-inch bit, or a 1-inch bit, 2-inch bit, whatever, and just bring less weight. Sizzleneck says, got the Tyree spring-loaded punch and nail set it finally last week. Good. Oh, Ghidorah does make a ton of bit holding screwdrivers. Nice. Do they have a ratcheting one? Because ratcheting screwdrivers are awesome. I love the ratcheting stuff. Really good stuff. You guys, did anybody see my video from yesterday with the Snap-On and the Mac tools? So I ended up buying this from my Mac tools guy last week. And you guys, if you guys can get on a tool truck, this thing is a really nice ratcheting screwdriver. Now, granted, nothing is going to take the place of my vessel stuff. That's just neither here nor there. The comfort of vessel. It says Ghidorah uses roll gear silent mechanism on their ratcheting. Oh yeah, I actually, yep. Now that you say that, yep, I've seen a video with that. Now that I saw it, yep. Yeah, these the quality on this, the ratcheting mechanism is awesome. You don't normally see something like that. Like, I love the Cat branded the Snap-On version, and this one is really nice. This Mac one, this is made in Taiwan. The Snap-On is USA made, but this one is so very, it's nice. It is expensive. I paid $55 for this, but you hear that? Really nice. Now, you know who made a good silent ratcheting gear is Mega Pro. In the late 2000s, I mean 1900s, like 1990s, late 1990s, early 2000s, they made the screwdriver for Craftsman, a USA version, with the silent gear. You have the bigger, yes, I have the bigger version of the Mac, and the precision screwdriver. So here is, I don't know which one this one is, because they all come in the cases. Tanner, do you also have this one? The mini precision screwdriver. This is only a 22. This one's, I gotta say, this one, they could have done a little bit of a better job with the ratcheting mechanism, because they could have done like a 36, 40 tooth with this. But I still like using it because it's got a lot of these bits. It's a nice little bit set. And I actually got this for free because they, in Flyer 1 of the Mac tool truck, they had, if you bought this set, this is the 49-piece set. you get that one for free. So it was a no-brainer to buy. I mean, I had to get it. You make your screwdriver with vodka. Jimmy, do you like it shaken, not stirred? Mega Pro uses the Canadian roll gear silent gear, same as Godot. Yep. So, and Tanner says, no, I don't have that one. I just bought the in this current flyer that's going on in the Mac Tools truck. They have the 123 piece set, and it comes with the T handle. So it's this screwdriver, 123 pieces, and the T handle. So I'm gonna have 2 of these. But it's on order, and by the way, that order is taken. I ordered that 2 weeks ago, and I still don't have it yet. They're having issues, not just Mac, Snap-on. I don't know what the heck's going on. So yeah, the Mega Pro is this one right here. I really love the Mega Pro stuff. Like, Mega Pro is a really awesome screw. I don't know why a lot of people don't sleep on the Mega Pro. So this is the Craftsman one that's made by Mega Pro, but this was made in the USA, and all the bits here were made in the USA. Now check this out, guys. This is the ratcheting. You can't even hear it. Yeah, Mega. I don't have that one. See, Matt says, have you seen the Clint's Purple Vessel Megadoras? No, wait a minute. Have I? From the Mack truck? Oh, I almost. My Mack truck said he had them, and I went looking for them on his Mack truck. He said, "Oh, I have them," and he ended up not having them. He thought he had them, but he didn't. So I had to dig in at the floor level in one of those little like drawers. Corey Feldman needs help. Yeah. So this is I got this on eBay. I actually paid like $80 for this at that time, a few months ago, because I love Mega Pro. It's nothing's vessel for me, but this is all USA made. All USA made. Mega Pro made this. It's a very silent screwdriver. Really good stuff. Actually, James says, I actually traded my Snap-on ratcheting screwdriver for that set. Had to only pay $20. They're amazing looking. This is the one I have for the Snap-on ratcheting screwdrivers. I'm going to wait a little while. I'm going to get the little more rounded, blockier one. The one that kind of like turns into like a right angle. It comes in a set with bits. It comes with the stubby and the ratcheting. Now, this one's really good. This Snap-on. Ready? This one's amazing. I really love the ratcheting on this one too. So this is the I got this at the cat's place in the one near me. It's like 10 minutes away. And I enjoyed this because I wanted the Snap-on version, and the Snap-on I think is like $130. But this I think I only paid like $45 for this at the time. They're really good. But this only comes with like 4 bits. I think it was 4 bits. So I found out the manufacturer of the bits. So Snap-on on the bits of these has a company called Zypher. And Zypher is the company that makes all these USA. They're based out of the United States. I don't know where. Yeah, I like the Williams version of this one. If I'd have known about the Williams version, I would have gotten the blue too. I might still just get the Williams anyway. So Zypher makes the bits for these. So I ended up finding a retailer, online retailer, to buy Zypher. So if you guys are familiar with Zorro.com, Zorro sells the Zypher bits, and I was only able to get them in 5-packs. So you can get all the Zypher bits in the 5-pack. So I have extra, so I can actually make other bits using the Zypher bits. So this is the Zypher bits. I use these bit holders. I made this little set to go with that Snap-on. So this is all Zypher bits. Made in the USA. Everything's made in the USA. The only thing that wasn't made in the USA, the only thing that wasn't Zypher is this one. Because this is the T45. The T40. No, sorry, it's the T45. I think it was the T45. They come in 5/16. And this is a 1/4-inch bit driver. So I had to buy, Mayhew makes a T45 and a T50. So I had to buy, on Amazon, USA made Mayhew for that one size bit that fits in the 1/4-inch of the bit holder of this thing. So That's the only one that I had to get that was, and it comes in a 5-pack. So it's like $20 on Amazon for the Mayhew T45 and a T50. So I was able to get that. But all these other bits are the quarter inch made by Zypher, and really awesome quality. Like when I first had these in my hand, I was like, wow, this is awesome. Mega Pro used to be based in Elkhart, Indiana, and my aunt worked at the plant before they went to Canada. They employed a third of that town. $40 on Amazon, yeah. Just picked that one last week, the multi-position screwdriver. The local forge made those bits, USA ones for Mega Pro. Yep. Plenty O'Toole, perfect James Bond. Yes. Retro for Life. Hi, Retro for Life. Sizzle Neck. Miss Money Penny. That's my Sean Connery version. I have the 100th and 150th anniversary ratchet screwdrivers like the one you were showing. Yes. Those are nice. I never got a chance to get them because I didn't have a Snap-on guy back then. I only got the Snap-on and Mac Tools truck guy last year in the fall. It was like around October. I like the way Zypher designs the flatbed heads also. Yeah. Yeah, it's got like this Y pattern. It's really nice. But I think what they could have done is put like ridges on them to kind of give it like a little bit of a bite to it. Kind of like the ACR. See the Phillips? With the little grooves on it. Like Snap-on always has on their screwdrivers. And even Mac Tools uses this style. It's called ACR. You could get some good grab on this. Yeah. Also the Phillips, because the laser, yes, the grooves, yep. Even the Icon, the screwdrivers have this groove on them. Can you imagine it was $30 for that ratchet screwdrivers when I got them and just warranty them out? Yeah. Whatever they cost nowadays, like $130. That's a huge thing. Now, here's a screwdriver that I like, but I don't think I'm ever gonna use the screwdriver. It's just a collector's edition. This is one of my Mega Pros. Hey Brian, here's one that you might like. Because Brian's from Massachusetts too. Brian, check this out. Check this bad boy out. Mega Pro made the Boston Bruins screwdriver. Now all the hockey teams are available in your favorite blend, but I got the Bruins because I'm a Bruins fan. Love the Mega Pro. They should come out with an NFL, Major League Baseball, NBA lineup for this stuff, because this is awesome. Like honestly, it's really good. Like it's even got like the little plastic where you can turn, so you can hold it right here, and you can turn the screwdriver at the same time, and not have to worry about it. Even the head rotates. It's a pretty nice, pretty comfortable, but I'm not using it. No, this is a collector's edition. I am not going to ruin this. I don't want to ruin this. I might even make it like a little wooden stand, and put like a plexiglass over this, because this is like gold for us here in Massachusetts. We love Bruins. We love our Patriots, Red Sox teams. You guys are like the teams in your area, wherever you guys are from. But this is a Bruins, man. I actually got this on sale on Amazon. So the regular price of this was like $36.97 or whatever, and it was $29.97 when I got it on sale. It might still be on sale. I don't know. I'm going to make a colored Snap-on and hard handle collection that's going to be haters. Yeah, Snap-on. I love the Snap-on hard handle stuff, but I want to get the cat version or the Williams, because I love the Snap-ons, but man, absolutely, the price tag compared, if you get the cat, I think it's what, $60, something like that. The Williams is about the same price. I bought my girlfriend, Tiana says, I bought my girlfriend one of those Mega Pro NHL screwdrivers for Christmas. She's a huge Tampa Bay Lightning fan, being from Florida. Yeah, they're nice. You know which one impressed me the most is the Colorado Avalanche. The coloring on the Colorado Avalanche is absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm not a Colorado Avalanche fan, but I gotta say, if I was gonna buy another team, it would probably be the red with the blue, it was so beautiful and sharp. But I'm not getting it. I'm still a Bruins fan. My Williams set, I put heat shrink on the handles there, hard and grippy. Yeah, but yeah, I love my NHL, and I'm keeping the box too. I'm not gonna get rid of the box because it's got the NHL logo. It's just a cool little collector's edition. But I do love this thing. I do love my Mac. This one's a little bit louder. This one's quieter. But both ratcheting mechanisms on these are fantastic. Yeah, buying them now is crazy pricing. Yeah, I thought about buying a few of them just because some of the cool color schemes. Yeah. You can't really go wrong with collect. You know, like there's some stuff that I buy that I'm never going to use because it's a collector's edition. There's some tools like that Bruin stuff is an absolute collector's edition. I like stuff like that. It's kind of like when you were a kid and you're buying certain comic books or baseball cards or coins, and you put those in a case and kind of like put them like in a mini vault or whatever. Yeah, the handle on the Rogue is good. Yeah, and so I'm never gonna be like that. NHL is not getting used at all. That just straight up awesome. Sizzle Next says Cobalt mini toolboxes are coming out with NFL. Yes, I saw that. It was on that Lowe's creators forum thing. So I will make I will tell you guys, I could have actually gone to that creators summit thing, but I was too late on the ball to get to sign up to go there for that, because I am an active Lowe's influencer creator on their forums. So I do some stuff for Lowe's. Like anytime I do videos at Lowe's, it's for Lowe's, and I do that. You know, I do it for a living. James says I do it for a living, spending half my life holding tools. So why not have the nice ones? Yeah, yeah. We only live once in our lives, you know, unless we get reincarnated. But damn right, I'm going out fighting. I'm going out with awesome tools. But yeah, I could have gone to that Lowe's thing, but I didn't look at the email. Have fun. I'll post the odd vessel on Discord. All right, I'm definitely gonna see that on the Discord. I definitely want to. I'm gonna have to buy it because it's vessel. I'm just a vessel fan, biggest vessel fan. But yeah, I could have gone to it, but I was too late on the trigger, and they had filled it up. I could have gone to that Lowe's event, and it's on Vegas. It would have been a free friggin' vacation, a mini vacation, because I think it was like a 2-day event or whatever. So one of the things I saw at that event was, so you guys know the mod box. Klein sent me the mod box here. This whole mod box setup. Let me switch the camera. They sent me the mod box setup here, and I really love the mod box. It's definitely an upgrade quality on the pack out. Now, don't get me wrong. The pack out's amazing. The pack out is an elite system. The mod box is an elite system. They're both elite systems, but in different ways. I do feel like the build quality on the mod box is better. But yeah, James, you're gonna love the getting vessel stuff. They are coming out on that Lowe's thing. They're coming out with a dolly for the mod box. So we're actually gonna have a dolly for Klein, a Klein dolly. Another thing that I saw on the investors thing is a lot of you guys are familiar with the RBRT, the Craftsman Overdrive system there. Which is for those of you that don't know, the Craftsman Overdrive is basically the Mac RBRT but a light version. So where the RBRT gets can take out 90%, aka grip edge too, because grip edge and RBRT is the same thing. It gets out 90% rounded bolts, or whatever that you have. The overdrive is a 70%, so it's 20% less than the RBRT stuff, but it's from the same family. So they are coming out with overdrive screwdrivers. And those screwdrivers are going to be awesome. I do have RBRT stuff for the screwdrivers. So I do have this stuff. This is a 77 piece from Mac from the RBRT grip edge line, but this is the RBRT version. This stuff is awesome. This is a really nice set. And then I have this set from RBRT. So this is their big driver. This is, if you guys are familiar, this is actually made by Facom. The French one. But it's got the it comes with the 6-inch RBRT bits. So this is going to work really good. So if you have like a stuck fastener, this stuff is fantastic. This is the RBRT line of the screwdrivers. You can see the RBRT branding. Well, let me switch the camera so you get it the right way. The right orientation. RBRT. And this one comes with this, I think it's 8 bits. So it comes with 8 bits. It's that same style of from Facom, Mac style. It's got a steel head on here so you can strike a striking cap. And they actually made screwdrivers like this for the Craftsman V series line, and I love that V series line. Hey Morgan, Joey, what's up? What's up, people? I'm in a spotty signal space. Just here for the thumbs up. Joe, what's up? Hey, Joe. That tool is comfortable in the weight. Yes. I will say these are freaking comfortable. Now, let's get to the V series, because we have the V series stuff. And this one's also by the Facom. This one's a little bit of a thicker handle. But it's the same thing as this handle, but the same shapes, made in the same factories and stuff. But this one, the Craftsman V series, is a little thicker. And because it uses a bit storage in the cap. It uses regular bits, and it uses something called extract technology, which is basically the Craftsman V series of RBRT. And not this one is not a RBRT. It's just a regular slotted with the this phosphate coating. But I like this bit holder because Mac has one just like this. So this is their ratcheting screwdriver, right? And this is actually a really good ratcheting screwdriver too. This is another favorite. Really nice, very smooth. Is you can make this into a T-handle. As long as the bit stays. Actually, did this fall in my pocket? Yeah, I think it fell in my pocket of my hoodie. But you can make this into a T-handle. But the Mac version of this has a ratcheting feature here. So this, on the Craftsman version, it's not ratcheting. It's just a fixed bit holder. But overall, this is a really nice screwdriver. And I know a lot of people paid a lot of money when this first came out. And I got it when it was on the clearance deals. I bought this one on Amazon though. And I got a heck of a deal. Yeah, totally missed on it. V series is awesome. A lot of people didn't like the ratchets because of the back drag. But if you put them in ATF fluid, you can get them to have a lot less back drag than they originally came out. But I really, really enjoy the V series. I really love the ratchets. I do. Because the thing is with the ratchets, and I've broken mine in a little bit, especially the bigger ones, because I use the bigger ones the most than the regular size on the V series. Just using those, they've broken in. They got some less back drag than when I got them. They're still heavy on back drag. But I will say this. If I'm in a confined area where space matters, I'm not using the V series. I'm going to use a different, my Snap-On ratchet, my Mac ratchets, my Icon ratchets. I mean, these have low back drag. Like this is my Matco. You're going to have less back drag, all that stuff. Let's see, where's my Snap-Ons? They're in here somewhere. That's the Icon. This thing's awesome, by the way, guys. The Icon ratchet, very low back drag, very low, very good ratchet. Die hard. What can I do? Oh, here's a Snap-on ratchet. This is one of the Snap-on ratchets. Very good. I still have to get the Koken ones though. You can't even hear this one. This is the 1/4 inch ratchet. Where's my 3/8? That one might be a little bit more throatier. Yeah. Here it is. This is my 3/8. This is a standard size Snap-on. Very quiet. I really enjoy this one. It's already got a little bit of wear on the back, but it's okay. Not a big deal. Another one that people have slept on is the diehards. I'm hearing that they're going to be discontinued, so I jumped on the diehard bandwagon. So if any of you guys watch Jeff's channel, listen to Jeff. He's smart. He knows what he's talking about with these ratchets. You know, we have diehard in the house. You know, like he said, let's take a gander on the diehard. Another thing that I haven't seen a lot of people get this stuff. Here's the meme tool that a lot of people didn't realize existed. Is the Weha meme tool. Now some of the stuff here is made in Vietnam. I think it's just the case. This is made in Germany because it's got the German signage over here. Made in Germany. I love my collection of meme tools. I love the meme tool things. I like everything here. And here's your mini bits. You got Posi Drive, Phillips, all kinds of stuff. And the meme tool stuff is really good. This is the ratchet that's in the little go boxes. Exact same thing. So if you have the go boxes, this is the same thing. The bit holder, I'm not the biggest fan of. But I like their slim fix and central fix bit holders. But the cool thing about this is magnetic. Watch this. It's got magnetism, but right now it's not showing it very well. There you go. It's not the strongest magnet, but it's got magnetism. So you can actually use this as a tray on the back to hold the bits. If you're using something like this meme tool, the small screws or something. And then this is magnetic too. So you can put this in here and it's magnetized. It's not snapping in. The bit holder snaps in, but this one doesn't. So this week has a nice little bit holder for EDC carry too. This is a very nice set. I wish they would have included more sockets. This is a metric size socket. They don't have an SE version of this. But I know the US market is going to be getting this. Just don't know when. So you can pick this up at AliExpress. And right now there's actually a good deal going on. Let's see, what do we got here? You have the 32 tooth Hazard that was there's hardly any back drag from the 60s. Yep. What happens with warranty if diehard ratchets are discontinued? Well, then you're going to have to cry hard instead of die hard. That's the problem. You might have to find a way to rebuild it or whatever. But you know what? For the price I paid, so the ratchets were in between $31.99 to $39.99. So it's basically $100. I got a 20% off coupon because if you buy online and pick up in store, you get it for 20% off. So I basically paid about $80 for the 3 ratchets. I'm not going to cry for $80 if they break from and discontinued. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? But I'm going to use those. I like the diehards. They're a pretty darn good. Yeah, cry hard. McMahon. All right. So yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. Use them, and if it happens, it happens. I'm sure they'll give you the next best option. I don't know what is replacing the diehard stuff. I mean, that's just what I'm heard. Even Jeff said that they were going to be discontinuing, but I don't know how true that is. Like, I don't have confirmation. I just have from what I've heard. I can't. I mean, it's an assumption, but It is what it is. I have no clue, but if I hope they don't get rid of the diehards, because diehards are really good ratchets. Um, they're definitely a smooth ratchet for the money. You unlike the Harbor Freight stuff. This is a cheap way to go to get a nice 3-piece set. So you're gonna get, for $80, you'll get the bigger. I think it's an 18-inch, half-inch. The 3/8 has got to be, I think, 13 inches, and the quarter inch is about 8 inches, something like that. Go get some dinner. Take care. See you see you next time. I'll watch your videos, James. Get some food. Get some rest. Got another long day at work tomorrow. I gotta work tomorrow too. But yeah, so I gotta say, I really like these ratchets. I mean, this is my half-inch Snap-On right here. Oops. And I got the green because I was feeling the green at the time. I still am feeling green. And this is a beast. I mean, I just bought this a couple of months ago, so I haven't really had time to put it to work. But I definitely can't wait to put it to work. But I've also been using the big giant Icon Generation 2. This thing's a monster, 26 inches. But let me tell you, in the dead of winter, this makes a difference. I was taking off, I have a video of me using this one, taking off lug nuts with this. This thing friggin' rocks. This thing is amazing. And I can't wait to get the new ratchets that are coming out. So this is what I'm hearing, is the ratchets are going to be released in April. So in the second half of April. So make sure you guys save your money. I'm saving my money. I'm gonna pay full price, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna pay full price for the ratchets because there's most likely not gonna be a deal on them when they come out. But I need to bring them to the channel. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's the plan. And yeah, I'm gonna pay full price, but I'm gonna show you guys how good it is. I love the Icon ratchets. The Gen 2 ratchets are phenomenal. I do love the Icon Generation 1s. I have the Generation 1s, and they've been great for me. They're nowhere near as good as the Gen 2s. The Gen 2s I put on the Snap-on levels. I do. I mean, some people, you can disagree with me on that. That's fine. That's just my opinion. Because I have the Snap-on now, and I have the Gen 2s, and they can go head to head with each other. Even Talk Test Channel, the G2 outperformed the Snap-on, but at the same time, I'm never gonna put that kind of torque on the on my Snap-ons or my G2s. But if I need to put that much torque, I'll just use my breaker bars, my half-inch breaker bars, and I'll break that. If I have to break something, I don't want to break my ratchets, even though they're lifetime warranty. I'd rather just break my breaker bar and just be done with it, like that way. Even if I have to hammer the crap out of it, slam it, bend it, 90 days till Sunday, I'll do that. But it is a amazing set of ratchets. A lot of these brands. I like the Max 90s. I want to get the. I only have the 3/8 in the Max 90 of the Mac version. I want to get the half-inch and the quarter-inch. I did have but I'm waiting for the purples to come. The purples are on order right now at my Mac Tools guy. I didn't order them myself, but he's got them on order for his truck, and he's probably gonna set two aside for me, the quarter-inch and the half-inch. And the good thing about these Max 90s too is you can actually change the handles pretty easily. So it's got like a little hex bolt at the bottom of the handle, and you can just unscrew the bolt, pull the handle out, and change the colors on the handle, which is kind of an interesting thing. I've never seen that before. You mostly with you can get you have to slam the hammer out, put the ratchet on a vise, and do what you got to do. Yeah, you can use a high torque on certain things. McMahon, I use my high torque impact wrenches on certain jobs and certain things, but when I'm doing lug nuts, I I have to use the breaker bar and ratchet. I prefer to do that manually. Yes, it's a pain. Yes, it's a hassle, but I've ruined too many lug nuts using a high torque. Especially, I'll tell you what, McMahon. I have Ford, and you guys know, a lot of you guys know about the Ford lug nuts, the aluminum ones. They freaking suck. They're hell, a nightmare to get out of your tires. Absolutely nightmare. So I ended up getting rid of them because mine all ballooned up. It was just a nightmare. And then getting the lug nut out of the socket, I had to put the damn sockets on a friggin' on my vise over here, and knock the crap out of it. Yeah, I got tired of trying to put 800 pounds on a hand ratchet, shoulder killer. Absolutely. I mean, I understand that, but I would. It was a nightmare. So that's why I prefer using manually. If I have to loosen it up with an impact wrench, I will, but I would prefer not to. I'll just use a breaker bar or my G2 ratchet. Really good. Yeah, the Ford. It's got its negatives. I love Fords, but it is what it is. Just getting those crappy designs. I don't know why they don't go with the stainless steel lug nut. And then I ended up buying these Amazon lug nuts and other brands, McMaster ones and stuff like that. And every time I get rust, so I got to change my lug nuts every 2 years or every year. They're horrible. Yeah, I've changed the ones on my wife's car because she has a Ford. I have my Ford truck. I change them every 2 years now. And right now, I just put these lug nuts in last year, and they already got rust on them on both her car and my car. Horrible, absolutely horrible. And no brand. There's not one brand that I've had where I've had luck as aftermarket for lug nuts on my truck or my wife's car. It just sucks, and that's why I do it by hand to kind of preserve the chrome coating on the lug nuts. Because if you put the lug nut on an impact wrench, you're gonna destroy the coating, the chrome on that, and it's gonna salt fast. It's gonna rust fast. And at least these are lasting me a little bit longer. I originally bought the black ones on Amazon. Ugh, by the time I took those out, I had those on for 3 years. And by the time I took those out after 3 years, I'm glad I still had my wheels on my truck. Let's put it that way. Bad. Absolutely bad. Yeah, they swell because it's a two-piece design. The cold weather. It's something to do with so it's a steel lug nut and then with an aluminum cover on it, and the aluminum is parts that swells up with the cold weather. It's not good. Not good. I still don't know why they can't fix the situation. They don't care. I'm still gonna be loyal to Ford, but man, they don't care. They're really bad. But that's why we make tools. That's why we buy tools, so we can use our tools and stuff like that. Weird. I replaced my lugs years ago on my Ford and my truck, and I haven't had issues since. I live in Chicago, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. Do you get less snow than us in the Northeast? I don't know. I know you guys have snow, but how much salt are you guys putting on the roads? Is it the kind of salt different than the kind of salt that we use up here in the Northeast, in Massachusetts? I don't know. They tend to last longer though. When I use the hand loosening, hand tightening method anyway, I get an extra year out of them, or a little bit more than a year out of them extra. So I'm just going to continue going the way I'm going for now until I don't feel like doing it, but it is what it is. I mean, it's one of those things, but that's the nature of the beast. The trucks. I fix my truck up every once in a while. By the way, today my wife came home and she says my check engine light came on. I looked it up. We have a P0036 code. It's for the Bank 1 Sensor 2. Yeah, I just got the regular style lugs, not the two-piece design. Yeah, I got the regular, the cone head ones. But I got my wife's car. She's got a Ford Edge, a 2018 Ford Edge, and I put the code reader on it, and she's got a P0036. So I mean, it's either going to be the O2 sensor, or she's probably got like a little exhaust leak somewhere. So I'm gonna have to have somebody. If it's an exhaust, I have to look underneath the car, but it is what it is. Pretty sure you guys got hit harder with. Yeah, we did. We had a blizzard last week. I missed 2 days out of work. I busted up my back getting rid of that snow, even with the snow thrower. It was bigger than taller than the snow thrower. It was crazy, absolutely nuts. Uh, we haven't had this much snow. This is a record year for snow for us up here. When I used to live in New Hampshire, though, we had those kinds of snow totals all the time. When I lived in New Hampshire, I lived in New Hampshire for 10 years, so it's insane up there. But in Massachusetts, we've been very lucky these last few years. But today, this year, nope. Mother Nature just said, "Bend over, because boys, you're getting it all." And boy, we got it all this year, especially that blizzard. We've got some heavy. I got a mountain of snow at the end of my driveway. Like, it's huge. It's bad up here. This has definitely been the worst snow year in a very long time. Not since I lived in New Hampshire have I seen this much snow, and it's staying because the weather's been cold. Although today was a nice high of 53 degrees, which was awesome. We had like a spring-like weather. We got some meltage going on, but it is what it is. So, did you guys go to the parking lot sale, and what did you get? I'm curious to know if anybody got like a lot of socket sets or the cabinets, the styles. I know some of you guys did. You guys already mentioned. I really want to get another purple of that roll cot. Like, I want that bad. I want to sell. Oh, hey, we're reconnected. Sorry. Oh, hey, we're reconnected. Sorry, guys. I think we got dropped out for a minute there. Frozen. Yes. I don't know what happened. That was weird. Yeah, so I want to get one of these. I love the purple. I'm feeling the purple. I think, and because this is actually more storage, has more storage than the 42-inch cart. So this is really, I love this. I want to get a second one. $450 this week, but I don't know if I can swing it. I mean, I can swing it, but I gotta ask the boss. My mom got me this for Christmas. Well, she gave me the money for it for Christmas, and I was able to get this. I actually got $100 off because they had a deal going on, like right after Christmas, like the 2 days after Christmas. I bought this, and I love it so much. I definitely want another one, but it's already starting to get full. I mean, this is my EDC drawer. It's already full. This is gonna be full of Klein stuff. I'm gonna move all my Klein pliers from the plier drawer over there on my Craftsman chest, and it's gonna go here because I'm running out of room. This is one of the few drawers that's kind of empty. I got those Mac kits over there that go in here. So this is gonna be my Snap-on Mac tools in there, other than my ratchets. The only ratchets that stay in here are the anniversary ratchets. So these are the ones. This is a limited edition ratchet that I am not going to be using. This is the one for the 250th anniversary from the U.S. independence. I bought this off my Snap-on guy. He sold it to me way earlier than expected. These are the 80-tooth ratchets, but I will not be using this. But it's a really good ratchet, but I'm not. These are going to be collector's items in the future, so no use for these. I got all the Quinn socket sets ×2 for the car, truck, and going back for the 6 drawer. Yeah, I didn't want to. The thing with the Quinn sets is I got myself the Quinn sets. I got the 1/2 inch, the 1/4, and the 3/8. And I already put them in on the rails over here. And I also bought the Quinn 12 points in 3/8 and 1/2 inch and 3/8 size. So this is where I put the 12 points, because the 6 points didn't have, those master sets don't come with 12 points. So I wanted to get a 12-point set. So I bought the 12-point sets to kind of add more variety and choices to it. But I definitely wanted to have like a full-blown set with no skips, and that's the best thing. Went back and got the spark plug set How much did you pay for the Brian? How much did you pay for the spark plug set? Icon star socket set. Oh, the yep, the Torx, the Braun light icon set socket adapter set. Been there 3 times in 2 days. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. I'm there all the time. Did any of you guys get the triple squares and the icon? So this is a Castleman. If you guys get the triple squares, I recommend these. They're the same, almost the same thing like the icons. They're little stubbies. It's got skips, so this one goes 4, 5, 6. It skips the 7, the 9, and I think there's the 13, because I don't think there's an 11. There might be an 11, but I actually have another set that might have those included. I'm not sure, or I might just get those on my Snap-on guy. But these are nice. This is a nice triple square set to work on European vehicles over here. $9.99, perfect. I might have to get that. Oh, the one with the one piece, Brian, like a one piece set. Let's see, where is... Oh. I think this is my other set. Oh, this is just... I got this on Amazon, I think, too. This is the Castleman set for Hex. So one of the things that I can't stand that Ford does is the 5-piece. Okay, yeah, okay. I might have to get that. One of the worst things that Ford does is put in odd sizes. So if you buy the Hex drivers sets, no matter what brand you get, most brands are going to skip the 11. Ford uses 11. For not all their Ford cars, but some of the Ford cars, they use the 7. Do I have the 7 here? I have a 7mm. Some Ford uses for the caliper bolts, the hex bolts. Friggin' Ford uses an 11mm on my wife's car for the caliper bolts. That friggin' sucks. So I had to buy this set. I do have the Snap-on version of that, and I also have a gear wrench impact rated version. So I did buy this off my Snap-on guide to put in this set. This is the Snap-on 11mm, and then I have a gear wrench 11mm. And in the truck tool loader, I put in I had a Titan version, so that went in there. So you guys should definitely invest in a no skip hex set, because you never know what kind of car you have, like what kind of stuff they put in your car for bolt sizes. And the thing that sucks is Ford uses 5.5mm and 11mm and 7mm a lot on their sets. Oops. Yeah, is that the right? No. So here is my triple square set. I got this on... Did I get this on Amazon or AliExpress? It's one of those two. I put these bits in here. So you can, these are triple square bits, 1/4-inch hex bits. You can put on a screwdriver or a bit driver. I think I messed up. I think I opened it the wrong way. Now I gotta put these back. The heck with me sometimes. Yeah. So this is a no-name brand. Mix Power. I want to say I got this on Amazon, but it could have been AliExpress or Temu. But you get, this one has the M4, 5, 6, no 7, but I'm getting the 7 with that max set that I have ordered, but it's going to be in a 1/4-inch hex bit for a bit driver. It's got the 8, 9, 10, no 11, the 12, no 13. It's got the 14, 16, and 18. So basically, this is an almost complete set. And I think I paid like $30 for this. So it really isn't a bad deal. What size is this? That's a 12. So it's not a bad deal, guys. And a lot of car manufacturers are going to triple squares because of the amount of bite you can get, the grab. And highly, highly recommend the triple squares, especially for the European and Japanese cars, especially European. I know you're like BMWs and stuff like that are gonna have triple squares, so you guys got to get a triple square set. I recommend this one. It's called Mix Power. I'm gonna say it was AliExpress or Temu, and the quality is pretty good. I haven't used it yet, but I got the feel on it. It's pretty good. Yes, the 11 is always skipped, McMahon. You're gonna have to get it on Amazon, a tool truck, but even the tool trucks don't carry them. Like the ones I got off my tool truck, I had to order it. I have right now. So wait a minute, where is it? So basically, see this size? I have the 11 millimeter coming from this in this little compact size from my Mac Tools. It's on order. I ordered that last month. It still hasn't come in yet, but because they're having issues. But you got to have an 11 millimeter. And make sure you have a 5.5 millimeter, because anything inside underneath the dashboard, you're gonna need 11 millimeter. Have you seen those Castleman impact sockets? They're practically identical to the Milwaukee shop. I have not seen those. I do have this Castleman set. Hold on. Yeah, this is a Castleman set that's really awesome. The only thing is no lifetime warranty on these, so you break them. This is a 1/4 inch Castleman set. I bought this in November, I think. So this is a full no skip set of 1/4 inch sockets in impact sockets in deep and shallows, and it goes from 4 all the way up to the 15 on the metric, and it goes from 5/32 all the way up to 9/16. So it's 5/32 to 9/16 for the deeps and shallows. Are they pretty cheap? They're newly released. Okay, I'm gonna have to check. Are they on Amazon? Have you seen? Yeah, I gotta check them out, because I do have Shockwave. Is this my Shockwave? I got these last month, because they had these on clearance. They only had this one on clearance. I paid $53 for this. I know some of you guys saw the deals on this one. Check this out, guys. This is some big suckers over here. So you got an SAE set from 3/8 to 1.5 inch. Right? This is I paid $53 for that. It was regular price like 200 something. And I got a clearance deal at my local, one of my local Home Depots. And they had like 3 left. And I went to the store. I had to kind of drive out of my way to get them, but it was worth every penny to pay $53. I mean, usually don't see sets that go up to 1.5 inch. But Milwaukee really does a good job with their sizing and their sets. So this is definitely worth it. This is the 1/2 inch. Like they didn't have the metrics available, and that wasn't going to be like one of those. The metric was always more expensive, because I think they might have more pieces to it, I want to say. Right now, I saw them online recently for like $250 or $299. It was either $249 or $299 on the Home Depot website, but I'm not 100% sure. It was one of those two prices to get this same exact set. But you might get an extra 1 or 2 or 3 sockets, impact sockets. I kind of want to get those, but I'm not really sure if that's the case. But we're going to be doing... Guys, I didn't finish the woodworking here, too. I'm still working on this. To be honest with you, I haven't even touched it all week. So, we're working on this for one of my clients. I haven't touched this all week. Oh, Amazon and Temu. Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to check. I'll check Amazon. See how that works out. Retro. Do you know how much they were? because I'm kind of curious, very curious as to the price tag on those, because I got a heck of a deal on that quarter-inch, the quarter-inch the sockets from the Castleman. I think I paid between 25 and 30 bucks, and that was a heck of a deal. That was a heck of a deal. Because I want to get. You picked up all the Icons impact swivel sockets. Yeah, those are going to be nice. I have the Pittsburgh ones, but I'm expecting them to break because they're not the best. Are you talking about like this style, McMahon? This is the Pittsburgh. They're gonna break. There's more sockets in here. I did this cutout. This is the Master Overdrive set from Craftsman. With the exception, anything on the impact sockets, it's Harbor Freight stuff. But all the chrome stuff here is all part of the Craftsman Overdrive system. Yeah, I want to get the Astro. Is it the Astro ones, right? The Astro impact swivel sockets. They're a pinless design. So I kind of want to get that set because I know the pinless can last a little bit longer. They all have like a lifetime warranty on those anyway, but I would rather have a little bit more of a higher quality, and you're getting a really good price on the swivel sets for the Astros as opposed to buying the Snap-On, because the Snap-On's like ridiculously priced, like way overpriced. But they are the Talk Test channel tested them, and they are the best on the market. But the Astro ones are right up there with them, and I definitely want to get them. I think they're like 69 bucks or something, 65 bucks. So that's a heck of a deal when you consider the price of the Snap-On stuff. You can't go wrong for that. Really sharp price. Hey Brian, check out this vessel. Remember I was telling you I had all this vessel stuff? This is the vessel drawer. And it's got Annex. I gotta put this back in my little container. You gotta get vessel screwdrivers, Brian. This is a good stuff right here. Really good. This is my favorite screwdrivers. I keep my little Vito Pro Pack. This is where this one goes right now. This is what I've been taking to jobs. Yep. So I gotta. And look what this one does. So this is the ratcheting screwdriver. This is a 36 tooth, right, Brian? It turns into a stubby. So it's a 1-inch bit holder. Really cool. The range between, so that's a really good deal. Also, guys, check this out. Castleman also makes the mid-lengths. I don't know if you guys saw. If you go on Amazon, they make mid-length sockets, right? And they're like 18 bucks for a set of SAE and then metrics, the same price. So for under $40, you can get an SAE Castleman set for a heck of a lot less than you would pay on a tool truck, or even the ones I got. I got the Icons. So even with the 35% off, you can get the mid-length sockets. I'm not talking about impact mid-lengths. I'm just talking about chrome mid-lengths. Yes, the Astro is definitely cheaper, and in the fall. So if you guys are familiar with Easy Tech Joe on YouTube, they had a problem when the Astros originally came out with the pinless design. And yes, you can, if they break on you, McMahon, you can get them warranted. That's why I got those Pittsburghs. But I want to get the Astros because sometimes if you're working on something and you don't want to leave, your job, that could be a pain just to leave the job. So I'm going to go with something a little bit better. I still have, like I said, the Pittsburgh. So these mid-lengths, right, they're on sale right now for like 26 bucks with the parking lot sale. But you can get these in Castleman for 18 bucks each. So you can get the SAE and the metric for $18. Highly recommend, because I like Castleman. The only negative with the Castleman with the price is you're not getting the full warranty. That's the problem. That's the only problem, is you're not getting a lifetime warranty. You're just stuck with what you're stuck with. Milwaukee had their patent expire because they look exactly like them with the stamped white side. Yeah. Oh, I also picked up the semi-deep. Yeah. So I like those semi-deep icons, and I kind of those are my first icons sockets. I didn't have icon before, but I said, you know what? It's time to icon, because they're good sockets. But at the end of the day, you know, 35% off. It's close in price. So $26 versus $18. It's $8 more. But I'll have the Harbor Freight warranty on them, lifetime warranty. The $8 is going to basically pay for the warranty. So it's a good setup. Good setup. Craftsman, we build pride. You sure do. There's my Ford. There's my man cave sign. I actually got these two at Hobby Lobby. My daughter got me that for Christmas a few years ago. The CE tool done. She had that made. So I like my thing. Craftsman sent me that a few years ago. Yeah, the also makes awesome impact sockets. Yeah, they do a good job. I'm gonna get the Astros though. I'm right now. I'm hopping on the Astro line. I'm really like on board on that one. Astro, I want to get the nano sockets too. I am gonna get in the future. I'm gonna get that the Matco the 17mm ratcheting thing to put the because it's got the switch for forward and reverse on the for the nano sockets, because the one that Astro sells doesn't have the switch. You just have to turn the ratcheting wrench around, which kind of sucks. But Astro, like these last couple of years, Astro has been knocking everything out of the ballpark with their releases. Like they are doing a good job, and not only them, but Vim too. I mean, you guys know. But the thing is, Vim is their prices are starting to go out of control. Vim is big, and with those little what are those called? Guys, help me out here. What's the name of those little Vim little ratcheting heads? I gotta get those. They're on my Mac Tools truck, but my God, the price on those. Yeesh. I can get them for cheaper on Amazon. Amazon's cheaper. Like, there's certain things I'll buy in the tool truck, and there's certain things I won't buy in the tool truck. And I'm doing the best. I'm doing the best I can, but I do get addicted when I'm on the tool trucks, and maybe that's why my tool truck guys love me, because I do give them good business. But they're awesome guys too, and I definitely want to get those little Vim head things. Yes, Sizzle Neck. That was one of the things. They paid for your flights, your hotel room, everything. And I think they might have had a buffet. I missed out on it. Hey, Brian, take care. Have yourself a good night. We're gonna be hitting those flea markets soon. All right, so catch you later. Yeah, they paid for everything. It was a full on mini getaway, Vegas, and you know what happens? What happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. So you could have gotten in trouble with Cobalt and Craftsman. I know some guys on one of the YouTubers said he was restricted from showing stuff on his channel, on his Tool Review Zone. You know, Clinton on Tool Review Zone. He did it, and he said Craftsman didn't want something shown, but this other YouTuber showed up with some of the things that I guess they didn't want shown. So I think they didn't get the message. So it is what it is. The tablet cells, Craftsman's coming out with tablet cells. They're going to be 18650s. So it's going to be a 3 and a 6 amp hour battery. So you're going to be seeing this in tablets for Craftsman. Thank friggin' God. Because Craftsman, I think they might have scrapped their plan. So Craftsman was originally going to come out with a flex volt battery, since they're the same company as DeWalt and Stanley Black and Decker. They were coming out with a 20 volt, 60 volt battery, but with 18 650s, not 21 700s. And what ended up happening was it was set. I knew this from like 3 years ago. I've been holding on to that secret for a long time, and they scrapped it. Tex Choice had dropped a little possible gem that Milwaukee was rumored to release some impact swivel socket. Ooh! Yeah, but I'm sure they're going to be like 3 times the price. What nano ratchet did you say you wanted instead of the Astro? The Matco. The Matco one, because it has a switch. So it's got the forward and reverse switch instead of like having to flip the ratchet over to get the tightening and loosening. Matco has them, and they're $100, but they're worth it. Because the Astro ones, I think, are like $50, $60 or $40 or what, something to that effect. But you're gonna pay more for the Matco version, and those are made by Astro, by the way. Those are made by Astro. I don't know why Astro didn't include the switch on theirs, but Matco asked for the switch, and Astro made them the one with the switch, and it's all made by Astro. With the branding, with the Matco branding on them. They're $100. I think they're like $99, $100, we'll say. But it's so much, it's better, it's worth it because you're getting that switch. If you need to act like in an emergency, move the switch over to tighten and loosen it, and you have no access to pull the ratchet off, you can always tighten it back up. Where the Astro version, you're kind of stuck in a bind, taking care of that. It's just weird how they do that. They should have put the switch on the Astro version too, and sell them at the same price as what they're selling theirs now without the switch, and we'd be paying about half the price of what Matco's selling them for. But they own it. They own it. I mean, it is what it is. But Astro's just been killing it. Their pinless swivel sockets are awesome. Vim is doing a great job. Just a lot of we're getting a lot of good competition. You know what? And this is going to bring out right now we're in a golden age of tools where the innovation is nonstop. We're really doing very well with this innovation. I love it every second of the day. It's just been phenomenal. These last couple of years have just been great for all tool brands and tool companies. They're pushing each other. They are pushing the heck out of each other, and I'm seeing we're going to see the fruits of our labor. Yes, we're going to be paying more out of our butts, out of our wallets. Yeah, they're definitely going on insane with the prices. Yeah, I don't know. They're up there, but the quality's there though. They are doing good stuff. I want to get those little like finger pliers for like disconnects. I seen those. I want to get their little like the crow's foot adjustable wrenchy crow's foot things that you can attach to the ratchet extensions. Those are really nice. And then they have the 5-piece little pry bar that you attach to the ratchets. Really, like, these guys are innovative, like super innovative. Astro's doing it, Vim is doing it, and they're following, other companies are just following suit, or they're rebranding. Yeah, Chrome, the pass-through ratchet, that's another awesome one. They do good products. Chrome is awesome. Chrome is awesome. I love that brand. I missed out on the they did have those really, really, really deep metric sockets, and I didn't buy them at the time. Now they're out of, they're not making them anymore. But you can still get them on Temu and AliExpress and other brands. Yeah, that's what it is. The Nora Excel. Yeah, I'm with you, McMahon. We got to get those. We got to pump up, like, just suck it up. But I also want the Toolant stuff. Have you guys seen Toolant? Toolant really makes some awesome tools. They have those really long flex head ratcheting wrenches that I really want. So one side's a box end, a regular fixed box end. The other side's the flex head with the box end. Yeah, those prices are outrageous. So I want to get the 16 piece in the metric, and I think the SAE is a 13 piece. But they're pricey, but at least they're not tool truck pricey. But they offer a lifetime warranty on their stuff. And from what I understand, I don't have any experience with it. Is they're pretty good at honoring their lifetime warranty. They're China made. Take that with a grain of salt. But I think to me they're an up and coming company. They've done a phenomenal job. I actually have the Toolant 7-inch Christmas edition pliers wrench. I have the Toolant meme tool, which is outstanding, out of this world, and I have some Toolant electrician's bits that came in different sizes. I bought the everything on Amazon except for the meme tool. The meme tool I got on Timu. No, AliExpress. Sorry, AliExpress. Yeah, Aries makes good stuff. Yes, I would put them on at the same wavelength as what Astro's doing. Yeah, they're making very good stuff. Even what's that brand? Well, we know Capri's been doing a lot of stuff too lately. Capri's really coming out with some stuff, but they've already been established. But just to see these brands, all these brands doing like some major good stuff is awesome. I love it. Can't go wrong. We're getting all the good stuff thanks to these companies. Milwaukee's doing a phenomenal. Those ratchets are awesome. They sent me a second ratchet because of the. If you see the video where they have an issue, they wanted me to send the original ratchet I bought, but then they figured out it was like a battery issue. So especially if you had like ran an older battery that was technically not. It wasn't like at its 100% capability. It would make the operating of the new ratchets kind of not usable because the motor is too powerful and it draws too much amperage. So I was able to send I sent the old battery I had because they're doing some tests with it. I have to call them up, see what's going on with that. But they sent me new batteries. They sent me high output batteries, which I appreciate it, Milwaukee. Thank you. And they sent me another 3/8 ratchet. So now I have two 3/8 ratchets, and they did it. They didn't have to do that. I mean, that was awesome. Yeah, I want that's another thing on my list there, retro, is that little set with the box end wrenches, no skips. That's the thing too. Toolant doesn't do skips. And here's another thing. Their hex, because I just showed you guys with that complete set of hex. They make the impact rated hex, right? The hex sockets bits, and they also have the 11mm in that. So, and it's actually really affordable. It's like $50 for that set. So it's a very nice set. Toolant is knocking it out of the park too. That's just another good brand that really does great with the stuff that they do make. And Jeff, I like that Jeff brings that stuff to the channel. I've actually tried to contact Toolant at the end of last year to see if we can do like a brand partnership, but they haven't gotten back to me. And I've been trying to get a hold of them, but I can't. I don't know how to do it. It's tough. I tried calling, nothing. No answers. Because I think Toolant is a superb company. They as long as they continue to stay in the direction they're going, you're gonna see a lot of people turning towards Toolant, the Astros. People are starting to turn away from the tool trucks. I'm not going to turn away from the tool trucks, but you're going to see a lot of that with companies like Astro, Aries, Toolant. Them brands, they're just phenomenal. Chrome, I like I said, but and I would have put Vim on that platform, but now with the way they priced things out, horrible. They definitely went out of I think money wise they just see dollar signs, but they're making good products, so I can't fault them on that. You're seeing tool truck prices out of them. But also Osla Tools is another one of those that falls into the category of really up and coming, like more they're starting to be more established, but they make some awesome stuff. Really, really awesome stuff. I can't have enough of that stuff. They make awesome magnetic bit holders, the little caps for the ratcheting wrenches to hold those the Astro Nano sockets. They just all these brands are coming out of the woodworks, and we're benefiting. We're benefiting from these people, and I'm happy, absolutely happy with the state of tools today. Even this, like Klein's my dog. This is my Klein dog here. Klein's really doing a good job of innovating. These are my favorite wire strippers, guys. Yep, the issue with the limp mode of the new gen of the M12. Yep. So, like I said, I have the video where I showed that, but Milwaukee's doing whatever they can to make it right. So, just stay on top of it. It's not the tool itself; it's just the compatibility. Because those batteries still worked on my other tools. It's just that these new powerful brushless motors that they introduced are just that much more powerful. They're gonna drain the battery more, and so they need a stronger battery. And it is what it is. But Milwaukee's doing a fantastic job. I mean, I've been taught on the phone with Milwaukee a lot this last couple of weeks. Yeah, driving a truck. Yeah, I know. I know the feeling. But like I said, Klein is really stepped up at Lowe's and around the Amazons and stuff like that. They got these new safety glasses. Hopefully I can get those. Klein, please. I want those safety glasses. But Klein's really done a good job. Knipex is Knipex. They're never gonna dip down. Although they are locking pliers, they're vice grips. They're amazing. Klein's always gonna be Klein. Get these guys. I got this on Amazon. This is a little 5-inch little pry bar trim kit. Get one of these. Highly recommend it. This is the mini one. I have a bigger one. Some cheap Chinese brand from on Amazon too. Those are like $7 or $8. I think I paid $6 for this. This is a little 5-inch one. Put this in your EDC kit. And make sure you guys get out and get your teal colored Lowe's buckets. I got a woodworking project for those. And I don't know, I got so much stuff to do in this shop, especially with the as soon as the summer hits, summer hits, I got a lot of work to do. I have to build a lean-to for my shed so I can put that big giant skeleton that's over there in that Husky big 175-gallon Husky bucket in there, because I don't want it down here. It's killing my vibe. And I got to get the side cabinet for the 72-inch US General Series 3. A lot of things to do. I have a lot of projects to do. I gotta move all this laundry area that's over there on the other side upstairs. I got my work cut out for me. And then I have to do a lot of automotive work on top of having my side business with my handyman business. I have a lot of automotive work to do this spring and summer and fall, and I got to try to get all that done for my clients and myself and my wife. It's gonna be a crazy summer. I'm gonna try to film as much as I can. But if I have clients, I'm at a client's house, I can't really film. I try to film little tidbits here and there. I do shorts videos at clients' houses, but I won't do like a full on, because I know I gotta respect their privacy, so I gotta just film whatever I can and as inconspicuous as I can. But I'll film a lot here, so it's easy that way. And let's try to get. Hopefully, we can get to 5,000 subscribers soon, because I want to give away some stuff. I have those giveaway stuff that we have to Vito MP1X pouch I have to give away, and then when we reach 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away the Hazet meme tool. That is my goal. 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If we can do that, like, get your people to subscribe to the channel, because I want to give away stuff. And I want to do it like when we reach a goal. Like, the goal is 5,000 right now. I want to give away that Vito pouch. I do. That one MP1X. Like Dan the Fisherman, he won the socket set, and he likes his socket set. He deserved it. He was a great winner, and I want one of you guys to win that Vito little pouch. I know the new Vito stuff isn't out yet. I'm kind of actually disappointed in Vito. We just started the spring promotion, and it ends at the end of May. Yeah, you have the tool handle. Yeah, they're very nice. You bought the tight spot ratchet and wrench sets. Yes, I love those. I gotta get those. I'm disappointed in Vito because even though the thing started on March 1st, I went on the Vito website in March to see if I can buy the stuff, the new Evo stuff, and it's not available till May. And that's when the spring promotion ends. I want to get that CDBLB bag there for the free. I'm not going to get the smaller one, the meter pouch. I want to get the bigger one as my free item. But are they going to have any available left? Like, what if they say, like, check this scenario. This is an assumption. This a potential hypothetical situation. What if they say, oh, we cannot fulfill, so you're stuck getting the other thing for free instead of what you want? I don't want to deal with that. You know, I want to get the Evo stuff and the CBLD bag for Vito. I want to try those out. But I also want Velocity stuff. If you guys see Velocity, holy moly, those bags are awesome. I want to get the Rogue 50 bag because I tend to overpack things, and that Rogue 50 is going to give me the amount of space to put all my hand tools in. And I'm going to try using. I'm going to be doing a video soon enough on a Klein loadout. So I have the Klein Modbox Generation 1 backpack, and it's going to be just Klein in the bag. So we're going to be doing a video review on that Modbox bag with just Klein. And the Gen 2 Modbox backpack is coming out, I think, in April or May, something like that. So they're coming out with the Gen 2 Modbox backpack. So maybe I'll get one of those. I don't know. The Klein tool runner bag is awesome. That is an amazing bag. I love that bag. I can't wait. I want to get that tool runner bag too. That thing is, the quality on that is like, it's like a tank. It's up there. I mean, it's not a Vito, but it's a tank. Klein really did a good job with those bags. And that rolling bag that Klein has, I want that too. But I'm going to try to get that off my dad. My dad's got it. He bought it recently. And I'm going to try to see if I can finagle him for that bag, because he does give me some of his old stuff. But I got to try to find a bartering method to barter with him. I don't know if I'll be able to, because he's old. That bag is kind of too big for him anyway. So I think I can justify trading him something for that. We'll see. It is what it is. But we're down to the wire now. It's 10:15. We'll go another few more minutes. But what do you guys think of the Vito bags, the new Evo stuff? I'm like dying for it. Like, right now I'm using the Mellow Tough TP XXL knockoff, Vito knockoff, because I'm not paying a Vito price for that. I'm just gonna pay. I paid the cheaper price. I bought that on AliExpress. It's been a great bag. It's a really good bag. I attached the SC45 pouch right over here, right on here, and it works very well. I mean, yeah, this thing pops out a little bit, but for the most part, there you go. That's a good setup right there. I really like this. This is a good setup, and it gives me a little bit more space to do, you know, everything else. So here's that other pry bar I was telling you about, the cheap one. It's that 4140 cheapy Chinese brand, but it works very good. You'd be surprised what I did with this. Really nice. But this is a good setup. I've been rocking this SC45 on this bag, and it really enhances the space. And then I usually bring this bag to put like materials in there. I gotta put my cobalt back in there. That's where I keep my cobalt tape measure. But I mean, I've been rocking this. I've been rocking, by the way, guys, I've been rocking this. It's not bad. I like it. The only thing I don't like is the button here. It's recessed in a little too much, so it's kind of hard to get the blade out. That's the only knock I give this, and it's made out, but the whole thing's made out of metal. This whole thing's made out of metal. I really like this knife. I really like this little mini level that I got from WorkPro. I bought this on Amazon. This little level. It works very good. It's magnetic. The Klein one doesn't have the magnetism, and you could put a loop on this. I put one of these little wire key rings, and it really works well. On the Klein, I had to go through the where the vial is, and it pops out the other side. So that's the only way I was able to get one of these wire things on the Klein. But I really like the WorkPro stuff. I keep these bit holders. This is the WorkPro QL3. So this is that QL3 system I was telling you guys about. It's the 3 ball bearings. It's got a similar hold to the Klein True Grip, but this might break before the Klein True Grip will. The Klein True Grip is solid. I keep a central fix bit in here so I can turn any of my screwdrivers into a full-fledged fixed blade style of feel. And then I love the DeWalt ones. This DeWalt has been through the ringer. It's got all these hacks and scratches, but I love the DeWalt. I actually have 3 of these. I got 2 of the 6 inches and 2 of the 12-inch ones in this. I really like this because you can put this into like areas where you need you don't have a lot of room. So this is a really, really good bit holder, and it holds the bits pretty good. But you still get like side-to-side play. This right here is the Beastmaster. Of all the bit holders in the world, this is the one, the Weha Central Fix, that is the standout. This will make any screwdriver feel like a fixed bladed screwdriver, and that's why I like bit holders, especially with something like that. So you will never have that wobble. You won't have side-to-side play. You won't have any of that. Yes, Velocity hopefully coming out to us in the next. Yes, they're doing the warehouse thing. They had a little bit of a snag, and so there's been a little bit of a delay. Actually, yeah, the pry tool are so handy. Yes, yep, absolutely. They're handy. And Sizzleneck, get this one too. Get this one. This is the 5-inch. This is the brand. I don't know how to say this. That's the brand, but it's a 5-inch. But yeah, the Velocity bag. I actually talked to Velocity today. I was on the phone with them to find out what's going on. But the person that I needed to speak to today was not available because they had a half day. So I will be calling them tomorrow, and then I'll try to relay the news to you guys when I get the news, whenever that is. Or we can probably talk about it next week at the next next week's live video. If I talk to them, I don't know. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to call them tomorrow, but I gotta be at work. There is a 5-hour difference. They're 5 hours ahead of us, time wise. So I gotta make sure I call in the morning. It'll be like early afternoon for them. Maybe on the ride home, on the ride to work, I can call them up and find out what's going on with the Velocity, because I know Steve has a good relationship with them, and I'm trying to build that relationship with Velocity too. And I there's no way I can ever like contact Vito, because Vito is kind of like, they're kind of like a little bit difficult. Not that they're difficult to work with, but like they're very picky as to who they want to represent them. You know what I mean? But they've earned it. You know what I mean? They've earned where who they like sponsor and stuff like that. Where I want to represent Velocity too here, and I believe in their products. I mean, you look at Steve's channel and all the stuff that he's shown us, and I never heard, prior to Steve's channel, I never heard of Velocity, and I was extremely impressed by Velocity. Velocity is legit. Now they have a rolling bag that I really like, but I haven't seen it on the website. And it just got released at like the beginning of last year, but I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe they're out of stock, or maybe they discontinued them, but it was a really nice looking bag. It's a rolling bag. I need stuff like that because like I said, I tend to go heavy like on that mellow tough bag. I was at 35 pounds and it was very weighty, you know, on your shoulder it can get nuts. I got it down. I dwindled it down to 28 pounds, which is 7 pounds difference. And I noticed the difference, but it's still in my mind heavy. I gotta do something where I can just bring the necessities. And I don't want to bring like a smaller bag. I like the size of that Mellow Tough. And I think the backpack, that's why I want to build a Klein uh, go bag, because the Klein stuff, the a backpack, you have more um, you can take the weight more because you're spreading the weight on your shoulders, your back better than you could with the shoulder strap on with that Mellow Tough bag, or a Velocity bag on your shoulder, or a Vito bag on your shoulder. If you go heavy, if you're going heavy, a rolling bag is perfect for that. But a backpack is good too. I do have the Husky build out backpack, and that's been a really good backpack. You'd be surprised how good of a backpack that is. It's not at the same quality as a the Milwaukee structured backpack, but it was a really good quality. I haven't used it in a little bit, but last year I used it exclusively. Yeah, well, Tool Collector. That's why they're opening a warehouse, so you don't have to pay the tariffs. That's why they're coming to the United States. They were supposed to already be here by now, or by the end of the month, but like I said, they had like some kind of delay with the warehouse and some kind of thing with the United States customs, or what. I'm not really sure, but they had a delay. They were at ACR, at that little event in Vegas, ACR. And they're the real deal. They're coming, and you're not going to pay that shipping and import fees anymore. They have a crew here ready to go, and they just need to whatever that little delay is causing them, they'll get through it, and then you're going to see Velocity like thrive in the United States, and it's gonna get huge. Right now they're a small company, but you watch, they're gonna be, they're an up and coming Vito, and Vito's not gonna know what hit them. Velocity is here to stay, no doubt in my mind. They make great bags. Yeah, like it's something that's beyond Tool Collector 72. Yeah, it's something that's beyond their control. But once, like I said, once they figure it out, they're they're gonna be legit. Um, and we're gonna be doing a video soon on a Vessel video on the stuff they sent me. I already have the approval from Vessel. I already did the video a while ago, and so you're gonna be seeing a Vessel, uh, their Megadora screwdriver video coming out very soon. Hope you guys like that, and just keep watching. I'm gonna be doing. Here's another brand that you guys probably know about, and I don't know if you guys what you guys think, but Duratech. I have a few Duratech things that I like, and I should say I love, and I've been waiting to do a video on them. So we're gonna be doing a lot of videos on Duratech. Um, their automotive stuff is fantastic. I'm thinking about getting the ratcheting wrenches for now from Duratech, because they have no skips. It's like from 8 to 19, no skips. You're getting your first Social Security. Hey, Sizzleneck, I'm 51 years old. I'm not that far off. I'm 51. I'm not young yet. I'm not there yet. But I'm getting close. I do have a lot of energy for the most part, but my knees are messed up beyond belief. I'm a diabetic. I have IBS. I have mild asthma. Yes, I saw them. the mugs. It was on Tool Review Zone today. They're making a black version and the Ryobi green version, and it's supposed to be spill proof too, just like the Milwaukee ones. I saw those today. Yeah, I'm getting old in the getting long in the tooth there, Sizzle Neck. I got a neck problem, but it's not something. I mean, I can deal with the pain, the daily pains and stuff, but I did get a good clean bill of health last Friday from my doctor that he's actually proud of me with the diabetes that I got. I have type 2 diabetes and I have cholesterol, but my cholesterol came normal because I'm on cholesterol meds. Like everything that could have happened positively health-wise for me at that appointment happened. I did blood work. I couldn't have asked for a better appointment. My doctor was actually really proud of me. I dropped a ton of weight. If you see the videos I've done in the past, congratulations. Yeah. Sizzle Neck, at least you're lucky. Every day, one of the guys I used to work with, he retired. He says every day for him is Saturday. And the day I retire from my job is going to be the day I celebrate. Every day is going to be Saturday, but at the same time, every day is going to be Tool Saturday for me. So we'll be doing tool videos all the time, more, and I hope you're doing very well, Sizzle Neck, with that retirement. Does it feel like Saturday for you every day, Sizzle Neck? Is that how it feels like? Like that guy said, it's Saturday for him every day, and for me, this is going to be my job, my handyman business, and doing more tool stuff until I can't do it anymore. I've cut down on the types of jobs I can do because I don't have the physical abilities to do that anymore. Like my knees are bad. I mean, I can still run. I can still do a lot of things. I can do squats and stuff, but I just can't do the things I could when I was a kid. Horrible. Horrible to get old, but I'm still viable. I'm still relevant, even though the breakdowns already happened. I'm going to be 52 this year. But as long as I stay on the trajectory of keeping the diabetes in check, the cholesterol in check, the IBS in check, I'm good. I think as long as we don't get any other crap of illnesses or anything like that. And I want to continue doing these videos. I love talking to you guys every Wednesday. Flat earther. You got a flat earther here. I love doing these videos with you guys. I love doing tool reviews. I love doing my handymans. I love working with my hands. It's just been great. Like last best tool video daily. Yep. No more Sunday dread. Yeah. I mean, I'm jealous of you right now, Sizzle Neck, because I still gotta go. I still gotta get up at 5 in the morning to get ready for work. I drive an hour to work, an hour back home, as long as there's no traffic. If there's traffic, it's gonna be over an hour. I used to live in New Hampshire, and I used to drive all the way to Rhode Island for work. Now I just drive an hour from Mass to Rhode Island to work. So that's the deal. But yeah, I think I got another 11-ish more years. 54 in August. Yep. I'm 50. I'm gonna be 50. That's when my birthday is. My birthday is in August too. 52 in August, 1974. Old. We're getting there, but you know what? If you look at the McMahon, I have my main job. I work in law enforcement. I'm in law enforcement. But I have my handyman business on the side, and then the YouTube social media stuff. So that's my side businesses that I do. Is I love my handyman business. I love the fact that I get to work with my hands. I kind of wish I went into the trades. Like I am in the trades now, but as a handyman, I've been doing this for over 25 years. Doing construction, electrical, plumbing, a lot of different things. Woodworking, carpentry, trim carpentry. I've done a lot of work for a lot of people and repeat customers, and I would always do that on the side. And I put a lot of effort and stuff. I've fallen off ladders, fallen off roofs. I've broken my foot, but I always did the job. But I work in law enforcement, and that's my main job. I work for the state of Rhode Island, but it's not it's my career for now. It pays the bills. It got me good health insurance. You know, got my kids good health insurance. That's the only reason why I do what I do. But if I had my way, I would be a handyman 100%, all day, every day. Yep, 72 for me in the name. Yep. But if you look at it, I look at a lot of these people, like just people on TV that you see, and they kind of look good for their age. And I gotta say, I get confused for a lot younger. Yeah, you work for a decking company? Yeah, I listen, I've built my share of decks. I've done a lot of deck building. I get into all different kinds of facets. I even do like computers and stuff. But I'm just not at this stage of the game. I have to minimize what I can because I do have limitations now because of my health, and my knees only allow me to do so much. Like I know the waking up every day with body aches and pains doing construction and all that, and that's a side work. Those guys, you guys that do the 24/7, like 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 12 hours business days. You guys are friggin' champs doing that because I know how much that hurts the body. You definitely do a lot of damage. I've done a lot of damage to myself throughout the years. But I mean, I got permanent tendon elbow on both elbows. I've got stitches here from doing my jobs. But you know what? It's rewarding. Yeah, I know. It sucks when you have a bad owner, bad bosses. Yeah, but at the end of the day, just do what you got to do and do it the best way you can do it, McMahon. Um, Best way to do it. Don't don't give up. Uh, maybe something else will be on the horizon for you. Maybe you have like ambitions. Maybe open up your own business. Um, I like I said, I love what I do. But I'm my own boss. You know what I mean? I am my own boss at my business. I can do the job I can. I dictate my hours. The only thing I'm not my own boss at is at my state job in law enforcement. I mean, it is what it is. I keep my hat in the shop. I don't wear this hat anymore. So this is the hat we wear with our Class A uniforms. Right up here. That's my uniform. It's got a lot of sawdust on it, but I don't really wear it anymore because I wear BDU uniforms instead of the Class A's. I only wear the Class A's during like special events, but I just wear BDUs every day now. Much more comfortable and less restrictive of a uniform. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they're everywhere. But there's scumbag bosses that are narcissists. They're they're not real leaders. They're everywhere. They're in all professions, all walks of life, um, from retail to government jobs. You know what I mean? It's frustrating. I mean, we frustrated at work all the time in law enforcement, and there's just so many restrictions on us nowadays, especially with the times that we're living in today. Oh my God, I could tell you a million stories. I like to keep that stuff though to myself. I don't even talk to my wife too much about it. Um, I just because I like to leave that stuff at home. I mean, at work. Leave work at work, and I like to do this. This is my fun. I like to watch like my science fiction shows, fantasy shows, movies, you know what I mean? Superhero stuff. I'm into comic books. I'm into like nerd stuff. I've been doing that for a long time, since I was a kid. I used to be a video gamer too, back in the day, but I stopped that a few years ago. Well, when I pissed my wife off too much gaming, so I was like, I gotta stop. But I got back. I took a few years off, um, from being a handyman. Yeah, not paying anything, and I'll have to fight him. Yeah, you gotta call the Department of Labor. Stupid people like that. Are stupid. Call the Department of Labor. Give me $100. What a jerk. But yeah, the I keep that stuff, to myself, and I just talk to my coworkers about the stuff that we deal with. This is different time, a different time. It's not like it was back in the day, when things were different, but nowadays it's different. Yep, Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man. Well, he's coming back as Doctor Doom, so I'm kind of curious to see how that plays out. Yep, my wife had a boss that had major anger issues. He literally had books that was titled "How to Make People Like Me." Yeah, you know what? In my old age, I've kind of become kind of an asshole too. So, uh, I don't tolerate that shit. So I'm gonna say shit. I'm gonna say shit back to somebody. If somebody starts shit with me, I'm gonna say it back. I'm gonna give it. If they're gonna give it, I'm gonna give it back. You know what I mean? I've gotten a little bit ornery in that way. So people, but for the most part, I do get along with most people. Um, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna bend the knee for anybody. I don't care who you are. I'm not bending the knee for nobody. And plus, I have bad knees. I can't see myself doing it. But we are limited. I just do my job. Get out. If I work overtime, I work overtime. But I like doing this. I like doing my handyman business. I have no problems like with my company doing good. Yeah, my boss is a professional salesman. He listens to and reads all those things to manipulate people into liking him. Well, I got let's put it this way. I can handle people like him. I got my ways to handle people like that. Uh, you give it back. You know what I mean? Yep. Too old for the BS life. Too short. Yep. Absolutely. All right, guys. We're gonna call this Wednesday another great Wednesday for a live video. We'll be back next week. We're gonna be doing another live Wednesday as long as the schedule allows. Next week will be 7:35. 7:35. So every other week is going to be 7:30, and the next week will be 7:35, because I have appointments on some Wednesdays. So have yourselves a good night. Uh, Tell people to subscribe to the channel. I love these tool talks that we have. I love everything that we do over here. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. You guys are great. I love you guys. Every one of you guys. You guys make these talks fun. I love talking to you guys. I hope you guys like talking to me, and we can just talk about whatever, even life, and in the tool community and what we think. So have yourselves a good night, good day, and we're gonna be back next week, as long as the schedule allows. 7:35 next week. So signing off. CE Tool Den is out.